We know what you're here for.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Going live!
Yeah.
Thunder and lightning.
It's a freaky night.
My wife hit the sensor for the garage door.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got to rewire it tomorrow, so we can't close it. It's open for the rest of the night.
Oh, my. Well, you're going to hear rain and hopefully still hear our voices.
Yeah. So, folks, I just got to, if you just mind the bottle clanks here, we're killing bottles tonight.
We're doing that.
We're killing bottles of crazy, epic whiskey. And we must ask, how is the volume?
Yeah. Someone check. What's up, Derek? And Ben. Hello, Ben, who's been here for 27 minutes already. Narf Zork Traws. I don't know what those mean. Narf, I think, is pinky in the brain. Maybe those other ones are as well, and I just forgot. I don't know.
I'm going to light my stogie, though.
Yeah, we're going to do that for sure. No, you go ahead. You do the honors.
I think you're a slower smoker.
This is a fact, yeah. Volume is good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
okay, cool. While Ty is lighting, I'm going to pour our first bottle kill tonight, Glenmorangie Cake. I think we can both agree that we enjoyed this immensely. Now that it's been open for, 6 months?
Has it been 6 months? Maybe.
4 to 6 months. I'm very excited to see if there's any changes. Ooh, smell that cork, son. Did you know what's on that?
Smells delightful.
It smells lovely. There's the thunder. So let's go ahead. We'll kill this bottle. Now, folks, we have been recording today.
Oh, and by recording, he means we've drank 7, 8 different whiskeys already, and we're a little bit toasted.
Yep, bottle kill, as we see. So I'm curious to know, out of everyone in the room, has anyone tried the Glenmorangie Cake? And what are your thoughts? Because I'm a fan. I like it. Notice I'm not cutting my cigar from Oliva.
There's no IA. It's just Oliva.
I'm just going to toast it for a second here. Just relax. Just toast it.
Hello, sir.
And then I'm going to light it up and get a full cherry going before I cut.
I don't do that, but you've been doing that lately.
Yeah, it's a ritualistic thing I've been into lately.
Fine. You switch it up, you pray on one knee. Sometimes you take both.
Yep, I've been having fun with it lately. Thanks to my friend Buzzed Monkey Soupy. Matthew Graham, we were talking about you in an episode today.
That's right, we were. Oh, man, I missed this.
One of my most trusted Scotch snipers right now.
This is as delicious as I remember. So I will warn you guys. Normally on my OnlyFans, sometimes I just do food shows. We're hungry because we've been drinking all day. So we're going to be eating on the show. We'll take turns so that we're not both chewing at the same time, which makes it weird. However, just know there's going to be some greasy pizza being stuffed into these faces in a few minutes.
Yep, that's a fact. First, Glenmorangie. We'll talk about what we've had today as well.
Oh yeah, we'll get into it.
We drank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whiskeys
7
on camera.
Yeah.
6
we
whiskeys
did.
on camera. Yep. So 7.
I thought we did 7 or 8. I can't remember.
I don't know. We'll talk about that in 17 minutes.
What happens then?
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
That's all. I have to figure out how to close this garage door tonight, too. That's going to be a pain in the ass drunk.
Yeah.
Glenmorangie.
It's delicious.
Glenmorangie, folks. Tell us what's in your glass tonight, and also if you've had the Glenmorangie. This says right here, dessert wine cask finish, sweet multi-layer whiskey, lusciously reminiscent of cake. We poured it on cake. We loved it.
Sir said that he's going to run out and grab his.
Glenmorangie cake?
Yeah, he's going to drink his as well.
Excellent. I'd love to know what you...
Peter said that he passed on the cake. A little too sweet for him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it's delicious. Though.
I can
love
see
it.
that, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of Glenmorangie because it has a special place in my heart. First bottle I was ever gifted was a Glenmorangie. First bottle I ever killed was a Glenmorangie, same bottle. And the person I killed it with has since passed away.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so I always enjoy Glenmorangie. Most of their expressions right up my alley.
Matthew Graham is
Soft.
drinking a very fair red wine. The red wine is so fair. It's very fair red wine.
I'm very interested to know which red wine are you drinking.
It's a fair one.
I enjoy red wine. I can't close that door at all. That is stuck open 100%. No. Try it.
Huh. Oh, it's a far red wine from the far reaches of what valley?
Far, I see.
Like a Napa Valley, Kelowna, Okanagan Valley.
Peter White says the Glenmorangie. Hold it all the way, yeah. Glenmorangie 10 was the first single malt he ever had. First bottle ever gifted, first bottle ever killed for me, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
As always, technical difficulties, but it wouldn't be our show without them.
Yeah.
If
This
everything
is
went
a,
smoothly, we'd wonder what was happening.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for smooth. Life ain't smooth, man. Life is short and terrifying.
Well, I'll take this brief moment. Those that know me personally might have heard I was in a bit of a small accident recently. And I'm still a little sore, and that's why I've been drinking, because it helps ease the pain. Well, you can't really see, but my face is there's still a little bruised, a couple of cuts. It's clean.
Brown,
A
yellow,
little good green in there, I think.
red. Yeah.
Yeah, and my knees are fucked up. My back hurts, but there's alcohol for that. So that's what's been going on with me. It's been many weeks since we've done this. I've missed doing these lives. I'm happy to see you all.
Me too. And we're both smoking the, what is it? Oliva.
I have a photo of it.
Which so far I've been a humongous fan of these cats.
We're both smoking this, the Series G.
It's a big long bastard. We got some some lunch here too. I'm gonna get this lunch going.
Oh, you did divvy that up. It was not a motorcycle accident. It was much larger.
Yeah.
I was a passenger with a trainee, and we rolled a haul truck. Yeah. I can't show you pictures for obvious safety reasons and, DNRs that I've signed working for these companies, but flipped the truck, and then I was stuck 15 feet in the air. I had to be rescued. Yeah. A little
That's some pretty
sore.
crazy shit.
So
That's some crazy shit.
that's what we do.
Excuse my fingers, eh?
Huh, that's all right. Did you wash your hands or did you touch your balls recently?
I actually
All of those things.
wash my hands quite often.
Before or after you touched your balls?
Touch my balls quite often.
Who's to say?
Sometimes they cross over. What do you want me to
Maybe
say?
these fries will be extra salty.
But I am a weird chronic hand washer.
Oh, Peter got one of those Springbank local barleys today.
I gotta say something about that Springbank local barley. I mean, it was good,
Yeah?
but it wasn't great. It was Oloroso finish, not nearly enough Oloroso for me. I enjoyed the younger Springbank Society bottle much better.
Yeah?
Yeah,
There you go.
much better.
I've never really
But
jumped
hey,
on that
it's still good, but
Springbank
it's very expensive.
train like you have.
I have danced around that Springbank train for quite some time.
Sarcastic Arse, it was a 777. Yeah, and I was in the passenger seat, which is essentially a milk crate.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know all about it. Yeah, good times. Good times. I'm glad I'm okay too. Thank you, Derek.
Oh, shit.
It was definitely interesting. It happened like 5-6 days ago. You don't want any of that?
Nah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'm just like filling up plates for me and Ty here, man.
Oh yeah, I told you we're gonna be stuffing our faces with food here. It's gonna get ridiculous. I'll move this. Oh, what a feed! Where's the dip and stuff for the sweet potato fries? There, I think that was in the box. No, maybe.
Let's check it.
Bueller.
Sorry about my heavy breathing.
What a
You're
show.
not sorry. What a show.
Oh, sweetness. All right.
So, yeah. We'll just be munching and
Smoking and drinking and
smoking and drinking whiskey.
you need to be part of the Springbank Society to get that 8-year release, don't you?
Yeah, that is correct, Peter. I've been a member of the Springbank Society for many years. It's a one-time fee. You pay you £50, and you're a member for life. Join up online. I highly recommend everybody do that because the Springbank Society releases are the best Springbank that you can come across, in my mind.
Oh.
And they're usually like from 8 to 15 years old, 17, 19, sometimes. But yeah, that's where it's at when it comes to Springbank. I have been unimpressed with Springbank lately. Hasn't been tickling my fancy. Super high cost.
The last thing we did was that rum cask finish at 17. Yeah.
That grew on me, I'll be honest. Very much so.
Derek had a red wine a couple weeks ago, La Madrid Bernardo. Where was that from, Derek? Where did you get that red wine, La Madrid Bernardo? I wonder where that's from. You cannot join because they are not accepting new members at this time.
I wasn't aware of that, Peter.
Oh, Sipper Social Club is claiming he's responsible for it. He posted something about joining up and getting it, and then when people went to go sign up, they're not accepting new members.
Interesting.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. There's some
didn't
whiskey
know that.
news for you.
Wow, that's too bad.
That's a shame. I'll let you chow down and I'll...
But I get it, though. I get it. I've been a member of the Springbank Society for quite some time, and they usually release highly consistent, very concentrated flavors, but also quite inviting. It's nothing like that Glen Roth's, that Sierra Springs. Oh, so, okay, they're not in inviting new members to join, so that is truly too bad, because that's where Springbank shines to me.
Now, does that seem fair? I guess it does, really. They're giving the best to their members. If you don't have a choice,
there's
it is
no
what
other
it
choice.
is.
Yeah, they don't have to supply to meet the demand, so they cut off the demand, right? But that tells
they
me
cut off the supply
by saying, "Hey, you can't join." So the demand's not there because it's one per person. If you cut the demand by saying you can't buy it, too bad. Then they control the supply. But the prices haven't risen at all. What I love about the Springbank Society bottlings is they're always around the $100 range, give or take $20. And it's a young whiskey, mostly 9, 8, 7, 13, 12. So not young, but sometimes young, and it delivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So worth it when you can join. I'm sure they'll open it back up.
Hope they do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Uh-oh.
Wine's good.
Okay, well, that's good then.
So yeah, folks, again, I missed mostly everything. So what's in your glass tonight, folks? What are you drinking tonight? Please type it in. I'm going to go turn off my fans here.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Even better sound quality. Derek has never had a Glen Roth's. I can tell you.
No bother.
Yeah, you can skip it, honestly. I never had one till I came here. And super wet dog flavors on almost all of them.
Yeah. Except
we've done an episode or two on it.
Yep.
I'm pretty positive.
I'm going to stuff some pizza. Look at this.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll
is-
address the comments.
This is Ninja Turtle pizza. This is what we always want.
That's the closest thing to New York style pizza we'll get in this town. Ben, would be content and happy with another Springbank 10, a gifted bottle by our dear friend Sean Kincaid in April of 2020. Sean is a gem, that's for sure. The Springbank 10 LB Oloroso is a solid 90 on whiskey base with over 400 votes and sells for €600 in the secondary. God damn.
Yeah, I would never pay $600 for that. That's ridiculous.
The discontinued Glenroth Select Reserve was my first single malt and my gateway into Scotch whiskey. We did a Gordon and MacPhail Glenroths, I think it was. It's one of our first episodes.
Can't recall.
Yeah. Oh, the fabulous Zara Star is here, Lady Whiskey Z.
Star.
Sour beer. The unicorn farts. I love it. I went through my bunker and I found 3 more cans of it.
No.
Yeah.
I
so
also
stoked.
love the unicorn parts.
I have a beer today because we're drinking, whiskey, and we had bourbon earlier. And 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. I live by that motto. So I'm excited. But yeah, that unicorn farts, why would you be embarrassed? That's fantastic shit. It has
Delicious.
edible glitter in it. It's beautiful.
I thought it was novelty, and I judged it harshly. But once again, not accordingly.
It's a great sour.
Because after I poured it and I seen those sparkles, I was like, bullshit, man. Jeez, I'm sick of this shit, right? And I tasted it and I was like, ooh, yum. Yep. Fucking love that shit. I wish I had a couple in my beer fridge, but I know that when I go to Edmonton, I'm going to grab a couple of those.
If we can find it.
They keep bringing it in at that one spot.
Do they? Yep. Excellent. So, if I remember, and Lady Whiskey Z can correct me, Unicorn Farts is from Dewclaw. They're out of Baltimore. And the first time I ever had one of them was a peanut brittle milk stout.
It seems like I remember you saying something about that.
It's so funny. You find these odd little breweries in these weird towns, and that's one of them that just out of the park. I fucking love what they do over there. They do some fun shit. So that Unicorn Farts is actually a collaboration with a local donut shop in Baltimore where they use cereal on their donut. And they threw some of those donuts into the beer mash. Yeah, it's wicked. I'm so happy for you. Was it your first time drinking it, Zara? Because lucky you. Peter White says, Whiskey Heathens, did you consider the Blue Run 14-year bourbon? Saw it available,
Never
passed on it.
Don't know.
It's $270 for a 14-year Kentucky bourbon. Maybe a little take. We do like bourbon, but not enough that I'm going to rush out and buy that one. Diablo Donuts, that's right. Yeah. So Diablo Donuts is the
Sounds
collaboration
interesting.
with them. That's my memory after drinking them. I recorded one in the shower to do a shower beer, and then I never released it because I just wasn't happy with the way the video turned out. But I'm so happy. I was cleaning out the basement yesterday, and I found 3 more cans. So I'm going to redo it for the people because, goddamn, is that ever a delicious beer. It's one of those ones that I'll start it in the shower, and I'll probably just put on my towel, go out in the back deck, and finish that drink off. It's fantastic. So, yeah, good for you, Zara. I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. I assume you are because I don't know how you couldn't. It's such a novelty, but so good.
It's very good.
The Blue Run. I have a Blue Run if you want to taste. That would be Eugene. So, yes, would like to taste. Do you think it's worth the price? I mean, we're not like...
Bring it to Paul's next.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wicked. That's exciting. So, Blue Run. Cool. Who asked that anyway? Who asked that to begin with? Peter White did. So, there you go, Peter. Sir Sarcastic Arse. He's got it. He's tasted it. He could probably answer better than us because I have not had it. I did see it. It's that it's part of this whole like bourbon boom we're kind of having lately. And I think we got a lot of thanks to the Park Whiskey Boys, PWS Imports, for bringing in all these super cool bourbons.
They've been bringing in a lot of bourbons, yeah.
They're bringing in new stuff. So it's kind of intriguing me more.
Yep. Now, folks, if you're just rolling in here, we poured and killed a Glenmorangie cake. We're doing bottle kills tonight. So Glenmorangie cake next whiskey is going to be something quite delicious. It's a Blairfindie 25-year-old. This is a Blackadder raw cask, so might be hard to see. But if you look in there, you see those black floaties?
Oh my goodness, I see them.
You see those black floaties? That's just unfiltered nasty. This is what you want. I smashed one of these when I was taking a picture. It was sealed.
Oh no.
Fell, smashed onto the concrete. There was a little piece left with a little drop in there. I tasted it. And I brought it to Heathens Tasting years ago. This is a 25-year-old bottled in 2012, which is the year I got married. So I do like 2012 bottles, not as much as 1987 bottles. Even wine, 2012 is an off year for most places. But as you may know, I enjoy off things.
We like the weird and wonderful.
I like it a little bit weird. I like it a little bit wonderful because quite often weird is wonderful. And don't let anyone tell you different.
It's been my whole life.
Yep. This is bottle number 299 of 566, 49.7%. I do believe this is cask strength as well. I may be incorrect on that. And if I am incorrect, please, I hope you do message me. But that's our next one.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Next, we have the Bill McLaren's famous 15-year-old. This was to celebrate the rugby championship game in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Somewhere in that range. I don't know. It's just delicious. After that, we're going to a famous Grouse Prestige. This was released rather for the Asian market in Taiwan.
Which, depending on who you talk to, not a country. Please don't send hit squads, China.
So, I've tasted many famous Grouse.
What, do you like famous Grouse?
I do.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite blended whiskey.
Really? Weird.
Yeah, you probably heard that before once or twice or 5 times or 25 times or every time I'm ever live ever. But just gotta stack here. I just gotta get a little bit of fuel.
We're stuffing food and booze and cigars.
It's all about debauchery here. If you
Everything
see
I can
Game of
get.
Thrones, we are both King Robert Baratheon. We'll die young by being impaled by a boar.
Lady Whiskey Z is going to get her sample you gave her of this.
Shut up.
She's gonna drink
Did
it
I
with
give
us
you some of
tonight.
this? Oh my God. Zara Star. If
Now,
you
Zara,
don't love it, I'll be shocked.
I know that she's been doing lives
I think
with some
this
other
actually
YouTubers.
surpassed my favorite.
This one
I
did?
think this is now my favorite instead of the 15-year-old.
And now it's gone forever.
Yeah, we'll kill it tonight.
Well, I know that Zara's been doing a bunch of different lives with some other YouTubers.
I've seen that.
Perhaps she'd like to join us tonight.
If she's into that, I would love that.
As always, we always welcome guests. It's a personal choice on your own. Some people won't like it, others don't, but that's on you. If 2 fat idiots like us can do it, so can you. Nom, nom, nom.
We're literally eating on the show.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking with our mouths full. This is the Whiskey Heathens, not the Whiskey Sunflowers, you know?
Ooh, sunflower. Sunflower seeds? That's
Yeah.
a note I've never got on a whiskey.
No, I've never thought about it.
No. You have to try some more
I
sunflower
bet
seeds.
you I'm going to pick it up soon.
Not today.
No.
No, but now that it's in your head.
Now it's in my head, yeah.
You need to try some famous Grouse. Still have not tried any. What?
Who said that?
Sarcastic Cigars. He lives in our town.
Dude.
Why?
Eugene, you're my buddy.
Yeah.
Like, stop on by, son.
we could turn this dream into a reality,
I'll
bud.
pour you 1 of 2 dozen famous Grouse at any given fucking second, man.
There is. I don't think I've ever been here where there isn't an open bottle of FG.
There's one. Well, we're killing 2 tonight, and I'm
Well,
buying.
there you go.
I've been looking for this on auction. Can't find it. As soon as I find it, you're outbidding me. Just so you know, and I don't care how much I spend on it because I don't care about anything. But these are usually affordable. That's why I don't mind spending a little bit extra. So it hasn't come up in a while. There's a couple of these on auction right now, folks. There's a couple, which means I'm bidding on one, so we can talk, so we don't upbid each other. But yeah, famous Grouse. There's always a famous Grouse here. There's always a Lecheg open here. Always. You'll never come here where there's not one open.
Ben says he's going to crack open a sample of famous Grouse 15 that you gave him.
That's a different 15. That's my favorite 15.
Well,
And
he's
this
gonna
one
open
has
it
recently surpassed it.
on Tuesday on National Scotch Day. Isn't there a
Oh,
National
nice.
Scotch Day every week? It seems.
There's International Scotch Day. Then there's National Scotch Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter says the Alberta price for the Blue Run 14 is fair considering the U.S. price. Too many high-end reviewers on YouTube said it's good, but not $200 good. I feel like that's a backhanded compliment or insult to us. We're not high-end, that is for sure.
Yeah, we're not
so, and we haven't done it. So
You know, when it comes to bars, we're a dive. It's okay because, man, I love dive bars, right? There's dive bars. My hometown bar is a dive bar, man. And I love that place.
My go-to that we will film at when we do our Ontario tour isn't a dive. It's kind of a hole in the wall, but it is like the quintessential British pub. It's called King Henry's Arms. It's in Richmond Hill at Yonge and 16th. And they have the best wings in Canada, which is weird.
Hold
for a
up,
British
Ty.
pub.
Hold the fuck on here.
Yeah.
Best wings in Canada, partner.
Nope.
That's a big thing to say, man.
Yeah, and it's not wrong.
This is a chicken wing eating body right here, too.
They do something, they call it Jacko style. After they've made them in the deep fryer, they coat them again and put them under the salamander and rebake them.
Okay.
They also order their wings.
Is there any use of cornmeal at all?
There are breaded ones.
Just curious.
But they get their wings from Mennonites, and these are giant wings. 6 would be equivalent to like 15 anywhere else.
For the people, I would expect you to explain. Mennonite, we can buy chickens and turkeys and other things like that off the Mennonites, and it's usually superbly high quality and humongous. It's delicious shit. Yep.
The steamy pickle. I don't know who you are, but you say they used to have a great bloomin' onion too. Who is the steamy pickle?
The steamy pickle. Why don't you go ahead and tell us who the fuck you are?
You're a new name I don't recognize.
Hell yeah. Happy to have you here. Cheers to you. We're drinking Glenmorangie right now.
The cake.
Yeah.
So Ben says, what does the term dive bar mean?
Okay. You got your diners. You got your
drive-ins.
You got your
dives.
Okay. A diner is usually checkered somewhere.
50s
Red
style.
and white checker somewhere. Diners are, cheeseburgers and pie and clubhouse sandwiches and stuff, right? Then you got your drive-ins where you can get classic righteous burgers. So much now that it's not really drive-ins anymore. It's burger shacks, right? And then you got your dive bars, which is a grungy bar, a dingy bar. Everything's dark inside. And you can probably get some really good food there, some crazy-ass food, and weird, off-the-wall, unnecessary beverages.
Yeah, that's usually
It's a weird, dingy place, usually.
You know, when I think of a dive bar, I think of a place in Toronto called Sweaty Betty's.
You're setting yourself up to be a dive bar.
If you name your bar Sweaty Betty's.
It's not for the high class, unless the high class are into the little bit of nasty.
Another one I went to was the Green Room. It had dirt floors. Dirt floor bar. That's a fucking dive bar.
I went into a place in St. John's under something called the Yellow Belly. It was under the Yellow Belly, so it's called the Underbelly. And you would walk downstairs, and there's stone walls. And when you got down there, all the walls were underground, and it was moss and stone, original from the old time period when that place was built. And they had the best Scotch collection in town. You couldn't just go there. You had to know someone who gave you the number to go there.
Yeah.
And my God, it's one
So
of the
that's
best
more like a
experiences ever.
speakeasy.
It was speakeasy, but divey because there was dirt. There was moss growing around you.
I can get behind
And they're like, we have a reservation coming in, but you folks, you talk to a certain someone who sent you here. We can get you in, but can you be in and out in an hour? And me and my wife were like, absolutely. I have 3 drams. We'll have some, shepherd's pie or something, and maybe a bit of partridge berry pie.
So,
In and out. Dirt walls. Hell yeah, man.
Mark Cartwright is Steamy Pickle. He says we went to high school together. I remember him. He is a sexy Brit that I believe lives in BC now. Have not seen the man in many, many, many a moons.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Wow.
And then Ben says chicken wings from Mennonites. That sounds fantastic. He would
It
know because I believe he comes from a Mennonite family or his wife is a Mennonite. I can't remember. Something along those lines. It's hard to keep track of other people's backstories.
I think your wife is of Asian descent, Ben, and you were of the Mennonite or Mormon. My good friend Tim is of the Mormon faith as well. And we had some downtime one time. We were cleaning masks, and I said, Tim, hey, we got 2 hours to kill here at work. We're cleaning masks. Like, we're getting shit done. But would you care to explain everything about your religion that you can?
That's always fun to learn.
And he was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Man, I am dead serious." And he laid it all out for me. It was very interesting stuff, man. Yeah, it's super, super cool to hear about like the in-depth version of someone else's beliefs. I don't know. I find that interesting.
It is. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. Lady Whiskey Z says, "Oh boy." Not sure what she's referring to, but we say a lot of ridiculous shit. That could be a go-to answer for anything.
Yeah, and Zara Star, you said you'd take a rain check. We would love to maybe drink some Cavalan or High Coast and have you come on our show and just talk a little bit about it.
I think we should just do that live again next time we head down there for sure. Because
Yeah.
her Crash Your Stash episode, still one of the best going.
Yeah, Zara Star, your Crash the Stash episode where I was hammered is like one of our top viewed videos. The people love you. So, I would love to sit down with you again. Maybe smoke a little stogie or something, go live, talk to the folks about Cavalan or High Coast or whatever. I think that would be super fun. So yeah, we take you up on that rain check.
Texas Longhorns wings are top 5 in Ontario. Not familiar with that, but always willing to try.
Everybody says best wings ever, top 5. Let me taste those motherfuckers. Send them express in the mail. Like, stop fucking around.
I'll put it to you this way. My friend owns the bar, so I am a little biased. But we did go on...
Fair, but that's nice to know, right? That you already have a bias.
Well, a couple years ago, I flew back to Ontario, and we went on a little trip. And we rented a cabin in the woods type thing. And he brought wings with him from the bar.
Okay.
We were all doing acid and mushrooms, and I was able to barbecue those wings, and they were still fantastic, even though they were talking to me. Mm-hmm. Good times.
Yep.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then Sarcastic Car says he loves doing that, learning about stuff I don't know. How would you know if no one ever told you?
Todd, thank you for saying that.
I am a huge
I say that in my
proponent.
class every day, man.
That's true.
I say it to my wife all the time. My wife will ask me questions about weird things that I'm doing. And she's like, sorry if this is a stupid question. I was like, no. I don't expect you to stumble on everything you've ever learned. People tell you things. Listen to people. Every single person you've ever met knows something that you do not fucking know, man. And after meeting a hell of a lot of people, you start to know a hell of a lot of cool shit.
I've been in the mining industry now over 10 years, and I learned something new every day.
Myself too. I'm a construction safety trainer, and students come to my class, and sometimes they'll teach me about the things that I'm teaching other people, man. And I'll be like, I'm stealing that. Can I have that and take it and put it in my class? They're like, hell yeah. You back up references. You always double check. Trust but verify, but still.
Trust but verify. Mm-hmm. That's the motto. Stay frosty. Mm-hmm. Observe everything, admire nothing.
When it comes to observing, let's go back to the Glenmorangie.
Okay.
This is a strange cask. I can't...
Takagi Hungarian dessert wine cask.
I don't have my glasses here, so I'm not going to pretend to be able to see this. I can see the front. Takagi.
Takagi. Tokaji. Takagi?
So
Takagi?
I read this already. A sweet multi-layer whiskey, lusciously reminiscent of cake. 46% ABV, which is nice. So bottle kill on that one, excuse me. And I'm getting down there. I got a couple minutes left on this.
Oh, I got a lot because I'm a slow drinker and a slow smoker, but a fast eater. Hence, almost 300 pounds.
I'm looking at 300 pounds in the rearview mirror for many years. But I'm a fan of Glenmorangie. I'm curious to know, folks, what do you think about Glenmorangie? What are your thoughts? Standard 10. What's the La Santa, Quinta Rubin?
Oh, that 14-year Quinta Rubin.
Ty, we had that almost 2 days.
I don't think it lasted.
I drank it around a fire, and we drank it at the Zen Garden the next day.
I got one that's almost dead, and I got one in the bunker, and I'm not going to open that one until I can replace it. And they're around. Mm-hmm. They're still around.
Still around. We used to get a really good discount, and they dried up. But I suspect they'll be back in Fort Mac pretty soon. Quite a lovely whiskey. But I'm done with the Glenmorangie.
Are you? I'm going to enjoy mine for a while, so you carry on. Leave me a little bit of whatever you're drinking next. I'm still trying to stuff food in my face because I haven't eaten all day, and we've been drinking all day.
Blair Findy. This is a crazy, rare, weirdo. My good friend Danny, whiskey_neat_ on Instagram. Found a couple of these. It's like, yo, do you want some? Yup. Grab myself 2. Great price. Great price. Couldn't turn it up. Smashed one.
Turn it up.
Couldn't turn it down.
There you go.
I turned it up by not turning it down.
Turn down for what? A little
Turn down for but yeah, so I smashed one when I was taking a picture. Lovely picture with bulrushes. Beautiful picture, but smashed it. Tasted it on the asphalt.
Got down on his knees and sucked the ground.
Brought it to a heathen tasting, blind. No one knew what the fuck it was. Kevin said, this tastes like Glenfarclas. And he's like, I would say it was that Blair Findy, knowing you. He said, I'd say it was that, but I seen you smash it. And I pulled it out. I was like, I bought 2. Yeah. So Kevin, man, I'm going to give Kevin props. He borderline pretty much picked it. So I'm going to pour that. I got half. Tile got half. We'll kill this bottle tonight.
More than fair. Thank you, sir.
Yep. This is a delicious whiskey. Many, many mouths have drank from this bottle. Not actually, just metaphorically.
Glasses.
Yep. This is the nastiest nasty you can ever see. I'm sure you see the black.
Peter White has not thought about Glenmorangie for a long time now.
Yeah, me either, Peter. I bought this, because, pardon me, it was novelty. It was Glenmorangie cake. Tastes like cake. So I was like, let's try it. And we were pleasantly surprised. The price I paid for it, I'm happy. I won't run out and grab another, but it was just a new, wonderful thing. No, you can get it on auction, but you're going to pay high dollar, right? No, I wouldn't do that.
Sarcastic Cigars has had a couple Glenmorangie bottles. Too? Oh, yeah, I can switch that out for sure. He's had a few bottles. He's got the Duthac and Tane.
Yeah, that's the travel exclusives, correct?
Oh, that's why.
They were. I don't know if they are now. Usually it starts travel exclusive, and then it gets released to the regular folks. So, yeah, so this is not the exact one because it's super hard to find because they're single casks. This is a, Germany pick. So this one is just a random one-off cask. But it's the same idea. Okay, it's a single cask.
That's the only picture I could find.
Yeah, you're hard pressed to find something like this, right? Just a weird thing. This says Blair Findy comes from a single cask of Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, selected and bottled by Blackadder in July 2012. So Blair Findy is Blackadder raw cask terms for Glenfarclas.
Oh,
yeah.
Why do they get to just choose a different name?
Because Glenfarclas doesn't want you to say Glenfarclas on their label.
Weird.
Yeah.
But okay.
You can't just say Glenfarclas. So Blair Findy is code word for Glenfarclas.
But everybody knows.
Well, nerds released info, and now everybody knows. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you know.
Not much of a secret code. It's not like they employed the Wind Talkers for this one.
But it's the same thing as the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
Yeah.
Everybody knows 42 is Tobermory. Right? Everybody knows 1 is Glenfarclas.
I don't, but okay.
Well, how many SMWS bottles have you bought and purchased and went to tastings of?
0.
Exactly. Right?
I leave that to you.
Yeah, Keg and Cork used to come here all the time, and we would do a walk-in SMWS tasting. For members, it was $10. My membership just lapsed, as a matter of fact, for the first time in years.
I believe you said you were not going to renew it.
Yep. And we would go in $10, and we would taste 13 whiskeys, man. We tasted a, was it 34-year-old Cragganmore? Like $10. I was like, man, you guys are nuts, man.
Now, this is not an auction show. However, Sarcastic Arse, located right here in Fort McMurray, Alberta, has 2 bottles of the cake if anyone is looking.
Yep.
You can reach out to him on Instagram. I believe on Instagram he is Sarcastic Arse.
Yep.
So there you go. Maybe we can connect some people that really want it with one guy that wants to get rid of it and would prefer money for something else.
He is a Scotch guy turned bourbon.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
That's what's going on in your life.
Is that correct, Eugene? Excuse me.
How dare you talk with your mouth full? What are you, a fucking heathen?
Damn proud. I went over to Eugene's and he invited me in. And I had a look at his collection there.
Did he have to because you're a vampire? Or
Yes.
just out of politeness?
Oh, that's correct.
Okay.
Same rules apply. I'm not a vampire, but the same rules apply.
Fair enough. Good for you.
Yep. And I was like, a little part of me was like really hoping that he'd be like, you want to come in and see the collection? Because I was like, hey, man, here you go. Like, see you later. And he's like, hey, do you want to come in and have a look? And I was like, okay. Fucking runs in, right?
Twist my rubber.
Yeah. And he's got some crazy cool bourbons down there. So, yeah. And
he is the one that has the blue run.
Yep. So when I come to when someone invites me over, I'll always bring a bottle of whiskey, right? Just because that's I'm drinking
the same way now.
I'm drinking. They might not. They might have only rum or vodka, and I'm like, I'm not going to drink vodka all night. But hey, I brought a bottle of whiskey. If anyone wants to try, and I'll drink that all night, right? So it's really fun to have other people who do that, because then when you show up somewhere, people bring these weird bottles, and everyone has a chance to try something completely different, right? Because I'm not out hunting bourbon. I don't go buy bourbon.
We usually have people recommend bourbon, or they'll pick it up for us and send it.
Yes.
Yeah. So he says that he still has feet in both pools of water, but focus on bourbon at the moment.
Yeah.
And then Peter White wants to know, have you seen those Aaron 14 cask strength Pinot Noir bottles in Sierra Springs?
Sierra Springs, I'll be honest with you, they sent me samples of that. They have a bourbon one as well. The bourbon was delightful, quite nice for a bourbon cask.
Yeah.
Not my thing. I don't do bourbon casks so often. It's just not my thing. It's just usually not pungent enough unless it's old. When I find it's really old, then yeah, it shines to me. But that bourbon one was good. But their Pinot Noir was fantastic. Holds up to the $137 value. That's the price for the 14-year-old Aaron.
He says 130 is a steal.
Yeah, it's great. It holds up to that price all day long. Yep. I would agree with that 100%, Peter. It's a very good bottle. I thought about getting it, but I don't give a fuck about Iran. I'm buying Glenburgie. Like,
what was the one that came in that
I'm very
silver
focused.
tin? Was that Aaron?
The Traveler's Edition. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Castle, 21-year-old.
Yeah. Was that Aaron?
That was Aaron. Very good.
The one that we had here, I
You
really
loved
liked.
it.
I really did.
Yeah. That's hard to come by these days.
Of course it is. If I love it,
Yeah.
it's fucking impossible to get.
But yeah. DC, first time watcher. Cheers. Hey, cheers to you.
Cheers, homie.
Cheers, homie. Thank you so much for deciding to spend your time with us. We've been drinking heavily tonight.
Oh, he's logged off already. That didn't take long.
And now he's fucked off. So. How do you know that?
I was just joking.
Oh.
Maybe he is, maybe he's not.
I don't know anything. Welcome to Ty and Josh's New York Pizza Show.
Yeah, we're essentially Dave Portnoy. Nom, nom, nom.
So yeah, DC, what are you drinking tonight? Who are you? Tell us. What's going on? How'd you stumble upon here tonight?
Yeah. Who
And
forced
folks,
you?
if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe. Like, what the fuck? This is the first time we've been live now in many weeks.
Yeah, so like I said, it's
Ty's
been,
schedule's been crazy.
It's been hectic with work.
Horrible accident.
Yeah.
That's
Well, could have been much worse, but yeah.
We're going to call it a horrible accident. That was a great success. I spent 8 years as a safety investigator. And, man, I've seen some crazy incidents. And usually heavy haulers tipping over doesn't end well. People are getting cut out of steel and shit. But look at Ty. Smoking stogies, eating pizza. Life is
I
good.
was getting my pilot's license. One of the things we always said was any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. And if the truck is on its side, it landed good enough for me.
Yep. True that. So, DC, you're drinking some Ardbeg.
The Ardbeg Scorch.
Yeah. So I have it in there, but I've yet to open it. We should do an episode on that. just sitting in there.
We got to do that one at a fire, I think.
Oh,
It just feels appropriate.
that would be nice. And DC, tell us, how did you stumble upon us tonight?
Yeah. Who stole your phone from you and
Yeah.
forced you and said, here, we need to subject you to some audio and visual torture.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they started taking our videos and playing them at Guantanamo, which is closed.
If
Yeah. It's just a rumor I heard. Glen Alecky 10 cask strength B3. And then Sarcastic Cigars, where did we order the pizza from? We ordered this pizza from the only place in town
Alley.
that does quality
Yep.
New York style fat thin crust slices, and that would be the Alley. Yeah, that's right. A bowling alley has some of the best pizza in town.
great nachos too.
Yeah, they're not bad nachos. I'm not a huge nacho fan. I don't normally order nachos. I think I only ever eat nachos when I'm here.
If you have nachos on the menu, there's a 100% chance that I'm going to order those nachos.
at least once.
I don't care about adding beef or chicken or anything, but sometimes if I'm feeling funky, I will. Ben's a longtime follower. Ben, tell us about the teachers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You, Josh, you sent Ben a bottle of that Teacher's Highland Cream. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of that, Ben? Curious. Because cheap as fuck.
22 to 26 bucks.
How would I beat that?
Almost $1 an ounce at a bar. Not bad.
So DC's been watching other whiskey YouTubers and stumbled across us.
Oh, we are so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he said y'all, so I assume he's American. Welcome, our Southern brothers.
I say y'all, though.
Yeah, but you do it more out of habit at this point,
Yeah, that's true.
not because it's part of your lexicon.
That's true.
So anyway, welcome.
Very true.
Normally, we just do these lives. We haven't done them in a while, but you should check out the channel for other ridiculousness. Recently, what seems to be super popular is when we get shit-faced drunk and do reviews on whiskey. And we did that on a comparison video of the Old Perth and the Old Perth cask strength, the new Old Perth.
I was going to kill those tonight live,
America.
but I killed them this morning because I'm on days off.
You killed those Old Perths this morning?
Yes.
Before I got here.
Correct.
No wonder we're drunk.
Yeah. DC, if you're on Instagram, Instagram's where we were born. You can follow Ty Brandt Comedy, my good friend Ty here, and at Ty Brandt, BRANDT Comedy. And I am Know Your Whiskey. No E in whiskey. Just straight up WHISKY. Know Your Whiskey. So
I forgot to change our name from the joke name I had before. I'm going to go ahead and switch that back.
what is it?
Anne Frank's Loud Sneeze.
Oh, Lord. Good God. No wonder we have no viewers. No wonder we're hemorrhaging followers.
I'll put it back to the original name it's supposed to be. I actually don't even know how to do that. Can you change it at this point? That is a good question. I don't think that we can. I think we're Anne Frank's Loud Sneeze for the rest of the show. Maybe.
Where does it say that? Oh, my God.
Edit. Oh, there we go. I can change it.
Please change that.
Okay. It happens sometimes. I'll switch it. Don't worry. You just talk to the people.
So, folks, I'm on to the Glenfarclas. I feel as I should get another glass for Ty.
Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm going to text our producer.
There, I switched our name back to the name it was originally supposed to be. I think I got it right. I might have spelled it wrong.
I've got a text from Zarstar.
Trying a Blackadder Glen Scotia. Very interesting.
Zarstar's drinking the famous Grouse.
Oh, nice.
Yep, the Prestige. We're going to that one probably next. Oh, so good. One of my favorite famous Grouse. Yeah, so DC, this is not our regular show. This is just our live. where we interact. I should rephrase. This is our live, not just our live. This is the live where we just interact with people. Just, here it is again. Shit!
God damn it.
I've been trained for this.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Oh, I don't think you got your certificate.
I do. I'm an instructor. They trained you not to say the word just because it de-amplifies everything you're about to say.
So Ben got back to us here. I'll pin his. We asked him about that teacher's Highland cream. So Ben was in one of our lives one day, and did he win it or we just gave it to him?
Ben said, this is on my list of things to try. And I was like, Ben, this is yours.
Yeah.
I tried it before. I tried it again. I don't care for it. So Ben says, you're happy to have been given the teacher's Highland cream. That's not what it's about. Here's what it's about. You weren't a fan. Being honest, you didn't have to buy one, and you're glad. So I saved you $22. So a joke we have around here that Park Whiskey Society, Steven started, is that we step on landmines so y'all don't have to. So we'll drink the shit, and we'll tell you if it's shit. And we'll drink the good shit, and we'll tell you if it's good shit. Right? So, Ben, I'm happy to hear your honest opinion. I agree with your opinion. It's not my forte. I did not pay for the bottle. I won the bottle.
Well, there you go.
At a door prize. YEG Whiskey Nights. Super cool cat named Sean. But yeah. Happy to have won it and had a couple drams. But not something I'm going to buy to drink, right? Especially when I can buy a Lecheg 10 for double the price and double the fun, right?
Well, same thing applies. How would you know if no one told you? Mm-hmm. How would you know if you never tried it, right?
That's right, man.
You might love something that we hate, and we might hate something that you love.
Sometimes Ty loves something that I hate, and I hate something that Ty loves.
This is the way palates work, and that's why we're very interesting and unique snowflakes, even though we're both fat, white, bearded males. We're unique snowflakes.
Damn right.
Yeah. At least our palates are.
Just like every other unique snowflake.
Yeah. So Eugene says he's been crushing samples today. A lot of Irish whiskey. Last one is the Waterford Arcadian Senior Organic Gaia 1.1.
Don't get me started on Waterford, man.
Why? Why don't I talk about it?
Everybody's on this Waterford kick. Oh, Waterford's changing the game. Oh, terroir. I'm like, Waterford, was it tasty? Yes. Yes, it was. Do I have a bottle of Waterford?
No, you don't.
No, I do not. Tasty? Yes. Must have? Not at all. But
price point a factor in that?
Oh my God, yes. $100, 110. But like, I'm interested to see where they're going. What's going to happen from here? So, it piqued my interest, but right now, not so much interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben says he'll share the teachers with my brother and close friends and see what they think. Maybe give a few other people samples. And exactly, Ty, always open to try new things. Got to be. Peter,
I have the Lecheg Valentine Mallet, the 10-year-old. That's the Brotherhood series. I have like 1 or 2 drams left. I don't know how it didn't come into the rotation tonight. Probably because we've already drank fucking 15 whiskeys. But
I'm still on that cake.
I know exactly the one you're talking about. Yep. Delicious, too. Igor propped that in. Very nice.
So he did the tasting. He said it's definitely well publicized, but haven't wanted to buy a bottle after the tasting.
Yeah. Yeah, me either.
So there you go.
I've been at tasting, where I was like, I need this. I need to have this in my collection so I can drink it and share it. And that is not one that I at all am interested in.
Wasn't necessary.
No. Fun to try, but that's about it. And that's okay too, right?
Yeah.
I think I should open the hatch.
You open it, you probably won't get it closed.
True, but it's not raining anymore.
Okay. Nope, it's not raining anymore.
Is anybody smoking tonight?
Yeah, are we the only ones smoking cigars tonight? I am finding the ash is not holding well on this one.
I've
It has
been,
dropped on me 3 times.
yeah.
It hasn't made it past a half
Yep.
inch.
I've been ashing mine regularly.
Mine has fallen on me each time.
Yep, mine has fallen. First time it fell, that's your one. I'm not interested in that.
I haven't gotten a single ash into the ashtray yet.
Not ventured much outside of Isla. Pete Head.
Hello.
You showed up to the right show, partner. I am what we would probably consider a Pete Head.
He's considered the biggest Lecheg fan in all of Canada,
Me?
possibly North America.
Me?
Yes. You.
No.
Yes.
Who said that?
The Lecheg representative.
Shut up. Oh, wow. Cool. I like the Che a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. Lecheg is where it's at for Pete at Whiskey for me.
We go to a
Lecheg's where it's at, man.
local brewery bar that I'm very excited. I can talk about it. It hasn't happened yet, but it is happening. It's in the works. They're making a beer with this beautiful face on it. Hopefully be happening soon, next couple weeks. But we went there the other day.
That's very exciting.
It is exciting. Every Tuesday we try to go. Obviously can't with schedules, but every Tuesday they have a specialty beer they made that day. There's a single keg of it, and once it's gone, it's gone. But we were out there, and you wanted to order some whiskey, and you said, well, if they had Lecheg on the menu, that'd be great. Well, I reached out, and I think next time we go, they're going to have a bottle of Lecheg for you.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So that's a shout out right there for 57 North. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lean towards Long Grow for peated SM.
Good choice.
SM being single malt or sadomasochist.
Either or.
Whatever you're into.
I
No
love
judgments.
Long Grow. I love it.
Isn't that essentially Springbank?
Yeah, Springbank's heavily peated whiskey. Springbank makes Hazelburn, non-peated. Springbank lightly peated, and then Long Grow heavily peated. And I loved Long Grow. Long Grow 18 is one of my favorite whiskeys to pair with almost any cigar.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Sarcastic Arse Eugene says, can't wait for our Lecheg to come in. Yeah, we got some Lecheg red wine finished today. Yeah, very good price. And I picked up some more Lecheg Sinclair.
Oh, really?
2 more bottles.
That red ruby colored one?
Yup.
Oh, my.
Was happy to grab 2 more. One I'll put in the bunker. One I'll probably open immediately. Yep. Thank you. Our producer just brought out an extra glass for Ty because Ty is a slow bitch.
I'm a very slow drinker today.
Ty gets this much. That's a great pour.
Well, let's be honest, though. Explain to the people, like what you said, we have been drinking all day.
All day. Yeah,
So I'm not in a huge rush to pound these. I'm trying to get some food in my belly. I'm going to screenshot that and Photoshop that later.
it's good shit right there. Look at that, folks.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Look at that nasty.
Let me get it. So is this heavily peated?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
So
Peter.
if I jump between this and the Glenmorangie, it's not really going to ruin it.
I have chosen a very specific order for tonight.
Excellent. You are good at that.
Trust me, sir.
Are you drinking and driving, Ben? Or are you metaphorically driving like playing drinking Mario Kart, which is one of my favorite games?
Lucky for me and Ty, we do not have to drive. So,
Man, there's so much shit floating in this. Awesome. I'm going to get it stuck in my teeth.
this is what you want. This is what you want, folks. You want this nasty. Okay? Nasty means flavor.
Oh, damn. That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's good shit. A little touch of water, too, brings some sweetness forward, man. Quite lovely.
Even without the water, that's bringing sweetness forward. Wow.
Well, it's only 50%, right? So
How
it's-
much? 50?
Yeah, 49.7. So it's bang into
50.
the sweet spot, right? Yeah. Let's just make sure everything's good.
You want to get the producer in the shot. She's camera shy today.
Yeah, she's not into that at all.
No. Still need to eat supper. Cousin's house. Iced coffee. Well, we drank coffee whiskey again today.
And we recorded it.
We did. So as some of you may have known, we just did an episode on that Jameson's cold brew. And, we're not buying it again. I just put it to you that way. However, the one we had today, chef's kiss, delicious. It's so good.
I was into it.
Here's the thing, though, Ben. When you do see that episode, and you like iced coffee, this is one whiskey that cold is not your friend. And that's me personally. I encourage you to try it. But when I put it on ice, I didn't care for it. I liked it room temperature or warmed up in my hand for 10 minutes. So know that going into it.
I threw it in my coffee.
Oh, my coffee's still in there with it in it.
No, it's not.
You poured it out.
I did not.
Oh,
My wife has cleaned up our disaster by now. She's hard as fuck.
oh man. Oh well.
Ben says something about Kamala Harris. This is a 0% politics show.
Oh no, that was me. I thought that was our name again. I'm sorry. I'll change it back.
Yeah, let's get out of that. Let's get the fuck out of that. Yeah.
That's nothing to do with politics. That's just a woman I despise because I think she's evil. There we go.
That's us.
That's us. That's the name it's supposed to be there.
Peter has 6 to 7 bottles of Irish whiskey. Me too. 6 or 7. So, mostly Scotch. A couple bourbon, but mostly Scotch.
I have that Jameson's cold brew, which I do. Do we consider that Irish whiskey?
Yep.
Okay, well, I have that, and I think I left my bottle of Proper 12 here.
Yeah, I've been drinking that.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's getting down there. It's
We
not
do
terrible.
have to try the new batch, though,
Yeah,
so
we do.
I'm told it's very different.
Even the old batch, I didn't hate it.
It was
$23.
No, it was more than that.
No, man, it went on sale.
Well, it's more than that now.
Yeah, it went on sale at Liquor Depot, so I got to judge it on what was paid. If I could have picked it up for $23, I need to have judge it on that, man.
Fair enough. I
Right.
did not.
How much did you pay for it?
Like 35.
35.
I think so.
35, I would be like, I'd rather have a smoky black.
Oh, facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have a lot of Irish. Sean Kincaid is not here to complain. He's our resident Irish whiskey expert, enthusiast.
After we reviewed the Proper 12, Conor McGregor started following me on Instagram, and it changed up the algorithm on Instagram, and a bunch of like UFC people who follow Conor McGregor started following me, like immediately after. It's very odd.
And then realize that you're not a fighter.
Yeah, then they're like, "This is just a fat idiot."
This is just a Tank Abbott wannabe.
Yup.
Is Z still listening in? We need her up here for life. She's not. She's at a family function, but she will join us, I promise you, another day. We'll schedule it. We'll make it happen because she's always a delight to have around.
Yeah. We went and crashed her stash, and we had an absolute fucking blast there. She had snacks for us. Like, it was good.
We have to record an episode soon just because I really want to open another bottle of... Josh, what's one of my top 5 whiskeys of all time?
Is it Italian?
It is.
Does it begin with Alba and end with Puni?
Actually, I think it begins with Puni and ends with Alba. But yeah.
That's right.
So,
Welcome to Bizarro World.
I love that whiskey. And I think we should do a special... Oh, yeah, get that in you. We should do a special, like, Italian episode and then an Italian live the same night because I have some Italian cigars that I really want to pair with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we'll get some of my favorite Italian comedians to join us.
Do it.
Like Mark Anthony Sinagoga. There's a few others I can think of, but that's one that in my mind I think would be fantastic.
Let's do it.
So yeah, we should make that happen. The F is Sean working, I assume, and plus it's a Saturday night. He might actually be doing other things.
He's at a birthday supper right now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. These lives, as much as I love doing them, I think as things are starting to open up and we're able to do more things in person, we might be able to, when we do a live tasting with actual human beings, set up a camera and just do a huge group thing. So those that can't join us physically could join us virtually.
We've done it at the old Whiskey Drop Warehouse.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a thing that could happen. Yeah, Tank Abbott.
Yep.
I'm more of a butterbean. More like
Tank
Murdoch.
Abbott knocks somebody out. Guy's like, right? Unconscious. Tank Abbott's like, just making fun of the guy. I was like, man, what a beast. What a beast.
What whiskey is Ty's jam?
Yeah, the Puna.
It's the Puni Alba.
Puna Albi.
The Punani Albia from Jessica Alba. It's the essence of Alba squeezed right out of her. No, it's the Puni Alba.
I was wondering how far he's going to take that.
I'm going to stop now. We already made fucking Kamala Harris beef curtain jokes, so it's
Squeezed
pretty
right
great.
from the anal glands. Never mind.
Of Jessica Alba, I'd still be interested.
Me too, man. Eat that shit with a spoon.
I think I'm getting a message from my boss.
Getting a message from Jessica Alba, cease and desist.
Maybe. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, it's one of my favorites. But due to import issues and this whole coronavirus killing half of Italy, it's hard to get now. They have another one that I have a couple bottles of that's okay. It's just not as great. But I love it. I love it, and I want to share it with people.
Yes.
And I want to open another bottle and pour a bunch of samples for people so that they, too, can see what I see.
Maybe it could be a giveaway.
Might be.
I see what you see. Not my favorite, but
That's okay.
I see what you see, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the experience we first had with it is always going to be tied to it.
That's true, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Which was a lovely experience. Right?
It's pretty great. Pretty great. So, yeah, I look forward to doing that soon. Who is Tank Murdoch? Peter. I don't know who Tank Murdoch is. I feel like that's a name I should know. We're going to say who it is, and I forgot. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
You got to keep mixing up this Blair Findy.
I'm almost done eating my pizza. I might have another slice later, but then I'm just going to dive into drinking.
Yeah, you want to get the nasty every time. You want to get those chunks, right? Can't believe we're down 2 bottles. Next bottle is famous Grouse 15.
All right. I got to sit up. We're getting into serious
I
drinking
shouldn't say
mode.
the famous Grouse 15. A famous Grouse 15.
But it says the famous Grouse.
Yeah, but there's many the famous Grouse 15s. This is not the famous Grouse the 15. This is just a 15 from the famous Grouse.
If he's Tank Murdoch, are you calling me an orangutan? Is that what's happening?
I don't know anything.
It's a film called Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood as a truck driver. And I believe the orangutan's name was Clyde or Clive? Probably Clyde. Stupid memory that will never get me any money on Jeopardy.
Oh, thanks, Alex Trebek.
Wow. Is he dead yet?
He's dead.
He did die. That's right.
He's on my celebrity pool. Love the guy.
Oh, speaking of, I think we have enough of a fan base now that we can get everybody involved for next year. We will start our own Whiskey Heathens funeral home. I would really hope that some of you guys out there will join us this year in our celebrity death pool. It's morbid, but it's fun as fuck.
Folks, I got to tell you something honestly. If you were to bet on my death, I wouldn't be offended at all.
We're not blue check mark celebrity status yet.
I don't even care.
We will be.
What are they going to say?
Well, you won't be in the database.
So?
There is a database that we have to follow.
We can create our own database.
No.
Eventually.
No, I'll stick with the one that's already formed.
Folks, what I'm trying to say is, if you wanted to start your own death pool of random friends and idiots, and I was on that list, I wouldn't be angry.
Oh, God damn it. Pass me that lighter. It's a combination of me not smoking often enough And this one not
Hold it
being-
up, Ty. Let's show the people. I smoke often enough. We're way different. You're about 20 minutes behind me.
We're just built different.
I'm a fast smoker. I'm a fast smoker. Fast smoker, smooth talker. Did I say smooth? I meant mumbly talker.
Andrew De Silva. Andrew De Silva. That name sounds so familiar. Best Belly Buster Pizza. Pizza or Pizza 67. Creamy garlic base instead of tomato sauce like crack pizza. Andrew De Silva. I know, Andrew. College. University College. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, did you not work on the Trailer Park Boys show? I believe he did. And we should probably review the Trailer Park Boys whiskey.
I reviewed that 10 years ago when it first came out. 5 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever it was. So I think it would be cool to revisit.
Yeah, he did. He worked on that show, and you got some pretty awesome memories. I see those on Facebook occasionally. Yes, that's who you are. And yes, it was Seneca. Yes,
Cool.
Excellent.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Cheers, Doc.
I will cheers with the cake because I want to
Cheers,
get this
Doc.
one gone.
Now, Andrew, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button.
Fantasy draft style. Got John Candy and Chris Farley. It's not a fantasy draft style, DC. One of my absolute favorite comedians, we talk about top 10 whiskeys, I'll talk about top 10 comedians, is Doug Stanhope. And every year, Doug has a website. You can go Doug Stanhope's Celebrity Death Pool. And you go and you pick 10 celebrities that you think will die in the new year. It starts from January 1st to December 31st.
Last year, I had Takeshi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, so did I, because I honestly thought he'd be murdered.
I did too.
Thought it'd be a prison shanking, but it didn't work out that way.
I thought immediately after his release, 2 in the back of the head in the streets.
Yeah, well, I guess Treyway ain't as hard as they pretend to be. So
Yep.
is what it is.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's what it is. You pick 10, and then you have alternates. You can do a draft every month where you can switch out people, and there are special bonus point categories. There's the Whitney Houston, and I believe that's 50 extra bonus points. I should mention that the points are based off of
Likelihood and
yeah, it goes by 100 points minus their age.
probability versus severity.
Yeah. So if you're picking like a Betty White who's 98 and she dies, you get 2 points. Was it worth the pick for the 2 points? Maybe.
There's got to be a Keith Richards clause.
So whoever wins the year before gets to pick the new rule each year. But some of the bonuses are the Whitney Houston, and that's where a black celebrity dies during Black History Month. There's the Kurt Cobain, and that's celebrity dies by suicide. There's the Leonard Skinner, and that's where they die in a plane crash, but also includes hot air balloons.
Most
blimps.
of them, not all of them. The chance of spelling of the name.
I believe that spaceships are not included in that. But now, new rules with Jeff Bezos and shit going up there. That might be a new category.
Celebrity dies on a space voyage.
The Betty Davis, I believe, is if a celebrity dies of breast cancer during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's the Machine Gun Kelly, and that's where they die on their birthday. These are all bonus points and whatnot. There's a couple others that I can't think of, but it's a super fun game. We will definitely start a new funeral home. The last year, it's been the Fort Mac Funeral Home. This year, it'll be the Whiskey Heathens Funeral Home. We'll do a live and a huge draft on all of it just before the new year.
Matthew
It's
Graham,
gonna be fun
pick
as
someone
hell.
like Chuck Norris. There's got to be a Chuck Norris clause, a Keith Richards clause, an Ozzy Osbourne clause.
In what way?
They defy regular degeneration.
So maybe don't pick them then.
But that's what I mean. If you pick them and they die, you should get a crazy bonus because no one's going to pick them.
Well, I believe
We'll figure it out.
2 years ago, the bonus from the winner was called the Ugly American, and that's where if the celebrity was American birth, not American citizenship. They had to be born in America. But there's tons of them. It's super fun. It's morbid as hell. The first rule.
So again, the reason we don't mind is because if we were to play amongst our friends and you picked me, I wouldn't be offended at all. I'd be like, oh my God, you thought about me.
It's pretty likely we'll die soon anyway.
Right?
The lifestyle we live, I mean, it's
Robert Baratheon.
That's right. You just need
Eat,
longer
drink,
hair.
and haul my way to an early grave.
Well, not so early, but early enough. Anyway, yeah, that's it. But I should
72.
mention, rule number 1, the first rule in the game is thou shalt not murder thy pick.
Yep.
So you can't pick them and then go and kill them. You don't get the points. In fact, I'm pretty sure you'll end up in prison because you're not great at crime.
True.
And that's not a slight at anybody specific.
Yep.
But it's just in general.
Mm-hmm. Now, more about assholes.
Okay. Hold on.
We got morbid there for a
Oh,
second.
we're not taking our pants off.
My pants are off. Okay. So I'm about to pour my next dram.
Are you? All right, I'll finish this cake. I'm sad because it's going to be gone.
It's very good, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, tasty.
I did thoroughly enjoy the cake.
Famous Grouse, my precious. Up on auction right now. I'm probably going to look at a replacement. Oh,
Almost. You go
My
ahead.
bad, my
You
bad.
Go ahead. It's okay. I'm way behind.
couple
That's all right.
floaties. Oh, deep and rich and delicious. Reminds me of a McCain deep and delicious cake.
Derek's back from his run, and he says he's going to crack open his bottle of Weller Antique 107, have a dram.
I love that.
Buddy at work wants to try some, so he's cracking
That's
it for friends.
probably-
That's fantastic.
Yeah, even better. It's going to taste better. Whiskey tastes best when poured in good company and tastes really good when poured for charity. But, Derek, I think the Weller 107 is probably the antique is probably the my favorite of the Wellers.
Is that the one that you
special
use
reserve?
for Pappy, Poor Man Pappy?
Yeah, I think the 12-year-old. I had the 12-year-old. Didn't even care for it at all. Didn't. I would go so far as to say I didn't like the 12-year-old.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but the antique I really enjoyed. The red bottle. Yeah, that's nice stuff.
Oh, Brad brings up an excellent point.
I have one other one. I can't remember what it was.
You
But
talk to Brad for a second. I got to find something here. I'll just do
Brad DeJong from Fort Sask, correct?
We drank the Fort Distillery's Heartwood today.
We did. Spoiler alert. I loved it. Mm-hmm. Brad, so good to have you here tonight, my dog. I'm going to be in Fort Saskatchewan on the weekend of August 1st. I'm not sure if you're around, but I would love to meet up with you somewhere, maybe on a park bench, and smoke a cigar
Outside of a
for
school.
an hour and a half. Not outside of the school, but I would love to meet up with y'all. If you are into smoking a cigar, maybe my buddy Adam could have a fire or something. And you could stop by for a little drink of port, maybe.
Perhaps.
And a nice cigar we could smoke together. I think that would be lovely.
Your phone's going to beep, but just ignore it.
All right.
Yeah, he brings up, just reminded me of something. You do your thing and just give me a second here.
Oh, yeah. He said whiskey's made for sharing.
That's
Ty.
right. Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Yeah, Ty's going to bring up our shirts, maybe.
That's correct.
Cool. Whiskey is made for sharing, folks. It tastes much better when poured in good company and tastes really good when poured for charity. I've said it many times before. Holds true every single time. Yeah. So, Brad, I would love to meet up with you.
It looks like shit.
And smoke a little stogie.
That looks like shit.
There's a herf on the 31st. Where?
They do them regularly in Fort Sask.
Yeah, I'm
actually.
wondering where, because me and my buddy Adam would likely show up, unless that's the day that Adam's going to have a couple people in to smoke. But if not, man, I would be very, very, very interested in that. I'll bring some whiskey for us to taste, or again, some port maybe, if if the company is into that. Matthew Graham, yeah, said it was great sharing a couple bottles just about a month ago. So Matthew dropped over for his birthday, and I always open a 1987 vintage on my birthday. Always. It's just a tradition that I've been into. And I was like, fuck it, man. I could get struck by a bus tomorrow. Let's open a Tully Barden Bourbon Cask 1987 for Matthew's birthday because he's here. He opened a couple. He opened a Talisker and a weird 8-year-old fucking something that I never heard of. So I was like, hell yeah, like we're in the zone. And we drank some real nice drams that night, man. So it's a different Edmonton group. I see. That's cool, man. No, you do your thing. We'll coordinate. We'll see if we can make something work. But yeah, Matt, that was awesome. That was a good night. We drank a lot of whiskey that night, man. A lot of real cool things that night. That Tully 87 bourbon cask. We actually have like a similar one, but this is a PX cask. We're going to kill this tonight. Too bad. I wish I had another bottle of this. I wish I could find another bottle of this. Found this on a dusty shelf in Edmonton, bottled in 2010. It's going to be the finisher of tonight. Very delicious.
I can't bring it up, unfortunately, which sucks. But I'll get it prepared next time.
I'm going to look on auction right now and see if one of these Tullys are available because I would buy another. This is a top-notch Tully.
Well, he does that. I'm going to show you on my phone. So Brad is the newest person to help support the Whiskey Heathens. And if you want to help support the Whiskey Heathens, we have T-shirts available for sale. Yeah, this is a shameless plug. I don't mind because I need money. Because, like I said, I've been working because I was in an accident. And we need money to support this show.
There's a Sauternes cask.
Oh, is that the yellow band one?
Yep, I'm going to look at that.
So, this is the shirt. And if you can see it there, kind of, it says, Whiskey is for sharing. And it's Josh and I, and we are tag teaming Eiffel Towering a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, those shirts are available for purchase. $30 shipping included anywhere in the province. So, there we go. Thank you for listening to my rant.
That exists.
To help me, help all of us.
That exists.
You could send me a message at Ty Brandt Comedy on Instagram, and I will get that sent out to you this week.
Yep. I
have to go to the post office in the next few days to send out all the shirts that have already been purchased, and I will be buying more soon. So, there we go. Sean Kincaid is here, everybody.
Sean Kincaid. Hey, cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers, sir. And Indy Ingot. Hi, y'all. I don't know who that is. That's another new name that I'm unfamiliar with.
Indy Ingot. Tell us, who are you and what are you all about?
Oh, what the fuck is up, Sean? That shirt is comfy as hell, and I love wearing it in a camp full of dudes. That's right. Sean works away and lives in camp while he's working, and I guess he's wearing it around there. That makes me ever so happy, sir. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Got to bring up something.
Oh, bring it up.
Eugene says you need the super chat function. I agree, dude. We need to have 1,000 subscribers. And man, we are hovering at in and around the 7, 18, 19, 20 mark. We cannot get people to subscribe.
It is so hard. DC ended up here somehow. We appreciate that.
Yeah, but somehow.
You misspelled prison. It's pretty fucking close.
Folks, listen, speaking of prison, can you share this shit on your Facebook or something? Like, we don't know what to do, man. We don't know what to do to increase subs. We want to increase subs so we can get monetized, so we can buy whiskey that y'all recommend and like go scoop it up immediately, buy it, do an episode, and release it. That's what we want to do. But it is a pain in the ass. YouTube is unwelcoming.
It's from Vancouver. Got that Carnmore Mortlock from our recommendation.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I hope you liked it. Were we right?
There's two different ones, one after the other as well.
Well, ours was the whiskey of the year.
Yeah, and the newest one apparently didn't live up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but the old one.
Oh, no, I hope you got the original then.
Oh, that old one, I enjoyed it very much. Yeah, folks, share it on your Facebook. Like, what the fuck? We were going to create a giveaway, which we still will, and Eugene, I think, is still in the runnings for the only person who applied to share it on your Facebook, and we'll give away a bottle. But
we didn't really talk about it all that much.
It's happening. It will happen, but like it's tough.
This shit is a grind, son, and it takes a lot of work, believe it or not. I wish it was just press record and upload, but there's so much more to it.
Oh yeah, we record, we shoot B-roll separately. Oh, it's tough. It's
anyway.
tough. It's a lot of fucking around.
There, I'm done complaining. I'm done bitching about it.
It's a lot of fucking around, man. But it's fun. It is fun.
Derek says he tries to turn his whiskey drinking buddies onto multiple whiskey tube channels, but apparently they aren't that much into it like I am. And you know what? I get that because a lot of channels popped up around the same time we did.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
It is what it is. And also, you're not even a YouTube guy. I love YouTube. I get my news from YouTube. I get all my excellent car videos, and I am at that age where I'm too old to be doing it, but I do it anyway, where I sometimes watch other people play video games. Yeah, I'm that guy sometimes. It is what it is.
I watch YouTube on my phone up and down like this, and Ty was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah. He watches it like someone records a video on fucking World Star Hip Hop.
Yep.
He holds it like this to record. Like, what is wrong with you? Okay? All you World Star Hip Hop fans out there, it's not hard to do this. It's not hard. Then you can do this. Yeah. Just do this, Josh.
I don't like
just
that.
do this. Just turn it. Just turn it. And you
I don't
watch
like
your
it.
videos like this. You record like this. It's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Whiskey Tube, for the most part, are a sham and taking money for opinions. Fuck those people, no integrity. Well, I can tell you, we don't. You don't have to believe us, but it's true. We'll tell you when something's shit. No one has bought us off yet.
Now, full transparency, as you folks know, people sometimes send us bottles, and sometimes those bottles are really good, and sometimes those bottles are not. But if they're good, they're good. That.
You can buy our time, but you can't buy our opinion. I believe that's what.
If they're good, they're good, and if they're not, they're not. It's okay not to be good, right? But I don't know. Like a couple we've had said it was wheat and corn.
Oh, that fucking...
And then the bottle said something else, and then the ambassador said something else, and we're like, man, fuck you. What the fuck is going on?
I've tried a few of their other products. Honestly, I think they're just churning out shit to sell shit.
I have the beer cask in there, and I heard that it's good.
Speaking of which, can I have my beer? Would you grab it for me?
Of course. I actually got to go use the water.
Okay, well, I put it in this fridge, but I'll talk about beer momentarily while you're gone. So, gracias, senor.
Boom.
For those of you that aren't aware, you left your beer fridge open. For those of you that aren't aware, on the Instagram at Ty Brant Comedy, I am a huge fan of drinking beer in the shower. And I started occasionally posting about it, and it got so much traction. People loved it. I started getting a ton of subscribers, and it's my most viewed popular shit. That's kind of what my Instagram's turned into. So not only do we do whiskey here on YouTube, I do beer on Instagram. And I picked this one up today that I'm pretty excited for, minus this one thing that says vegan friendly. Could not give a fuck about that, but it's there anyway. And this is from Ale Architect, Different by Design, brewed in Edmonton, Alberta, for Ale Architect Brewing. You can reach them at alearchitect.com. I bought a couple of these, so I will do a shower beer review on it, but you guys are going to get a sneak peek. I've never had this. This is the Django. That's right. The D is silent, just like in my last name. And this is spiced white beer with ginger and Szechuan pepper. What? Yeah, I'll say it again. Ginger and Szechuan pepper and a spiced white beer. That is an extremely simplistic can. There's not a lot to it, which I appreciate. I think when I found it, it was sitting like this. And that's what I like when they're in the stores like this. I get to read it quickly, and it caught my eye. I'm a huge fan of Mexican hot chocolate. For those of you that have never done it, Lindt, the chocolate company, also the D silent, they make a spicy chocolate. And It's really good in hot chocolate. Otherwise, I just take Heartbeat hot sauce, one of my all-time favorite hot sauces, a spoonful, maybe a spoonful and a half, into a full mug of hot chocolate. Mix that around. Spicy hot chocolate's where it's at. Don't knock it till you try it. So while Josh is gone, let's jump into this. According to the internet, Django is a Romanian word meaning I awake. Let us wake up your taste buds with a touch of spice and a little tingle. Rise and shine, motherfuckers. It doesn't say that. I said that. I just assume that's what they would say. So let's get into this. Heading out tomorrow morning to get some supplies. We'll be grabbing some Innocent Gun Lafroig. I grabbed some today, sir. It is still available. There are multiple tubes of it at the store that you know about. And I grabbed some today, and you can too. So let's do this. Beer with lactose equals not a good time. I highly disagree. One of my absolute favorite, the first 10 out of 10 beer I ever gave was the Holstein Nitro Milk Stout from Rural Routes. So let's get into this. What the fuck? That's beer that smells like Chinese food. That's weird. That is weird. Oh, let's do this. Touch of ginger. Not a lot. Maybe that one's going to linger. It's a light beer. I didn't even read the ABV. 4.8%. So technically a light beer. I did Hard Knocks. They're out of fucking Black Diamond or Valley View. I don't know. Somewhere in southern Alberta. And they make one called Burning Fuse, I believe. It's a pineapple jalapeno beer. And that jalapeno takes like a minute and a half, 90 seconds for it to creep up and you feel it in your throat. This is interesting. I feel like you finish up a plate of Chinese food. It's pretty much empty. You've used your spring roll to scoop all the extra sauces and stuff, and then you pour beer on it and then pour it off the plate back into a beer can or back into a glass. That's what this is. This is Chinese food beer. I don't mind it at all. My tongue is tingling a little bit, but I wouldn't call it spicy. The ginger's there, Szechuan, not so much. How many beer cans have wolves on them? There's an orange and lime green can, and then another one from, I think, Nelson, BC. I don't know. I'll have to go through. Spicy hot chocolate sounds awesome. We'll be trying that when it gets cold out for sure. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I think it's fantastic. Don't use a hot sauce that's overwhelming, like past 50,000 Scoville. You're just going to ruin it. It's got to be a flavorful kind of spice. Tastes like spice melange. Melange? I don't know what that is. That pineapple one sounds interesting. It is. It's good, and it's available at the Sobeys in Thickwood and many other places. Hard Knocks being one of our local Alberta craft beer companies. This is Chinese food beer.
What?
Yeah. Are you drinking beer? Or are you done with beer?
No, I'm drinking beer.
Is your glass empty?
Yeah. Let me taste that shit.
Show the people the color, too, because it's just looks like a white beer. Doesn't that smell like Chinese food?
Weird. That was Chinese food. Interesting.
Weird, right? So it's vegan-friendly ginger and Szechuan pepper.
What the fuck? First and last time for me.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
Again, this is where our taste buds differ. I don't mind this at all. I don't give a fuck that it's vegan friendly, but it contains barley, wheat, and gluten.
Interesting.
So it's not gluten free, but it's vegan friendly. Whatever the fuck that means. Hot sauce.
Interesting.
They're different.
That's different. Yep.
That's different. Ale Architect.
Different? Yep. I probably would pick that up, honestly. I like trying new beers.
So do I. So there you go. Josh is back. I'm done talking about beer. And I talked about spicy hot chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate. It's key.
Now that I could get into.
Oh, that Heartbeat hot sauce and hot chocolate. It's a winner every time.
I love that Heartbeat, man. I put that in everything. Everything. Only excuse me, only the red habanero. Don't care for the others.
Well, I know you're not excited, but someone bought me a bottle and they're sending it to me. Their Serrano dill pickle hot sauce.
I would try that.
You don't even like dill pickle.
I love dill pickle chips. Yeah, love dill pickle
Have you
seasoning.
tried the new spicy dill pickles?
But
from
I
Miss Vicky's?
hate dill pickles. Yes, and they're fucking amazing.
Great.
Yeah, but I don't like actual pickles at all.
Okay.
Yep, at fucking all. Sean actually got me those spicy dill pickles.
Sean says, it's at this point that it was decided the beer hipsters lost the plot. Jumped the shark. We've talked about Jump the Shark before. Two blunts. Maybe. How about an Irish hot chocolate? Is that just hot chocolate with Irish whiskey in it? I assume that's how you start every morning.
I've had that many times before, Sean. During Christmas, I'll experiment drastically with hot chocolate. I make my own hot chocolate out of cream and Jersey milk bars. Best hot chocolate, man, ever.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Do you double boil?
I double boil, and I also throw some cinnamon bark in the brew. Yeah, and garnish with a little orange slice. Dude.
So, I mean, you know how you find these flavors in whiskeys? You have to try other things to get those flavors associated in your brain. How will I ever try a whiskey and go, oh, cinnamon, if I haven't tried cinnamon in many different forms, right? How would I know that tastes like Szechuan pepper and ginger if I don't eat ginger on the regular? I like fresh ginger root. I like pickled ginger. I like ginger women. I like all kinds of things ginger related.
I have to interject.
Please do.
Sean, Steve, you and I, many of us make jokes about marzipan and treacle. But folks, I have picked up marzipan in many different whiskeys before. And that's okay because, when we seen marzipan the other day, we bought it immediately and tried it right away. Let's try this marzipan. It was coated in chocolate. It said right on the package, almond paste, chocolate coated marzipan. It was delicious. You get that in some whiskeys. But if you're just using trend words because other people are, then that's not tasting notes because you don't know what that tastes like, right?
So someone earlier
So go try marzipan.
talked about the pretentiousness and bullshit on whiskey tubes. That's the things we're talking about. Is they're just, I get burnt custard sugar and marzipan, like things that they've never actually fucking had, but they've heard other people say it.
Sometimes I'll say that, but I'll also say that
was a bad example because I love creme brulee and I've had many a burnt sugar custards.
We'll be like, yo, this is good or this is not good. Would I spend my money in this or would I not? Sometimes you get lost in details and different flavors and tasting notes. At the end of the day, do you like it or do you not like it, right? And if it tastes like marzipan, fucking cool, whatever. If it tastes like Turkish delight, whatever. But you must have had a big Turk, right? You know what I'm saying?
I will get into what I call old man mode. Sometimes when I go shopping for snacks, Courtney makes fun of me. I'll pick up a Fresca and a Big Turk. And I feel like you got to be 60 years old to buy that
We buy
combo.
Fresca by the fucking caseloads. I'm a Fresca junkie. Keith, what's going on? Oh, I thought you were going to Tim Hortons.
Thought you were going to get us some Mexican hot chocolate. What?
What do you want now?
I've moved on to the famous Grouse 15 Rugby Edition.
So good.
I haven't tried it yet.
So fucking good.
But then these whiskey tube liquors, like everything they review. Oh,
Man,
well.
I love Fresca. Fresca is my drink of choice, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I've been drinking Fresca for 15 years.
Carbonated grapefruit, man.
Love it. Gout City.
Excelente.
I take a pill for gout. Relax.
Or bicycle tires. No. So when I say bicycle tires, when I was a kid, we used to have proper inner tubes. And I don't mean like the tubes you buy now to tow behind a boat type thing, but actual classic rubber inner tubes.
Duty? Let me know.
And I've bitten into them and tasted them many a time. So when you say bicycle tires, I can get that flavor on some things. Yeah.
We're going live for another hour and then we're shutting it down anyway.
Yeah, we got an hour to go. And then we got to look at the TVs. I think they're not working properly.
Whoa. The master chef himself has just joined us. Drive safe, master chef.
Are you drinking and driving?
No, he is the master chef. I have a couple bottles for you here.
That gentleman, I believe, is sending me some beer, and I'm very looking forward to it.
He sent me some beer. I drank them all.
I was very jealous.
All of them. I drank
Very
camping.
jealous.
Thoroughly enjoyed many.
Tire water.
I like tire water.
Can you tell us a little bit about tire water, Josh? How would you know what tire water tastes like?
I've tasted it
How? What?
in a tire.
How?
With my tongue on it.
Where?
In my dirt bike tire. It was an accident, and my dirt bike fell upon me on a river, and the tire was wet. It was on my mouth.
So you know what I'm going to start doing? Like, you know what this tastes like? You know when you flip a 777 and all the dust and dirt goes everywhere, you get it in your mouth? You know when you just do that? Yeah. That's a tasty note I have now.
You ever cut a person out of a 797? Because it's pretty nasty.
All right, I'm going to sip this now.
That is the good shit.
That's just okay.
Just okay? I love it.
It tastes like other famous grouse.
Yeah. It tastes like Prestige and the other
It's
15-year-old.
got that cracked, worn-in, butt impression leather chair.
Listen, yeah, totally. You got to
See?
understand something here, Ty. You've had a luxury thing, most people haven't.
This is true. This
Right?
is true.
You have got to taste many rare and beautiful famous grouse that, in all honesty, the average whiskey drinker doesn't give a fuck about.
It's true.
I have a crazy, lovely, tasty collection of famous grouse. Most people don't give a fuck about it. I love famous grouse. It's my go-to blended whiskey. It's the most blended whiskeys I have. It's Highland Park and Macallan. Sometimes Glen Ross. Sometimes Glen Turret. North British. Like, what are you looking for, really?
I don't think I've ever had a North British. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
You've definitely had many North British in famous grouse.
Okay, so I've had it in a blend.
For example, probably this.
Can we
the other
source
15?
a bottle of North British on its own? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
Maybe we should do that because it's one I've never heard
Sure.
of. Never even heard of it till just now.
I haven't had a North British in quite a while. Let's have a look at the auction right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, my. All right.
Let's check it out.
Sean made some faces. Sean, you weren't here earlier. I've been off work because I was a passenger when a haul truck flipped on its side. I'm a little sore, and alcohol helps with the pain.
Meatloaf?
No.
Yeah, so that's the thing that happened. Some of you don't know what we're talking about, but that's okay. The North British are around in Alberta, Josh. He's dealing with other things.
My wife froze a pie.
Oh, my. On purpose?
Yeah, and she just went in and unfroze it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you know, but I am a consumer of pie. Now, anyway, back to whatever was just going on. What'd you say?
Sean Kincaid said that the North British are around in Alberta. You might not have to hit the auctions for
Is it the Carn Moore one, Sean? Let's talk. Yeah, shoot me a
chat.
message, Sean. Let me
Let's
see.
turn this dream into reality.
There's
You know,
one
this
on-
dream that just happened this minute. This waking dream.
No. I've had North British independent bottlers before. I thought it was Carn Moore, but maybe not. Maybe not.
I'm glad I'm okay too, Sean. Thanks, man. You can't really see it. Maybe you can.
Ooh, I see a Barry Bros and Rudd.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, let's watch that.
My eyes are a little green and purple. It's a deep bruise. I might have been concussed. I feel slightly more ridiculous. I was going to use a different word.
As soon as I seen Ty, I was like, you have a concussion, man.
Maybe.
And Ty's like, no, man. Oh, man.
I came over here
Yeah, I was like, okay.
because I hadn't had a cigar in weeks, and I didn't have to go to work, so we came here for a fire. Yeah. Josh got locked. I don't know what that means. What'd you do? Did you lock?
I don't know.
Pop, lock, and beats.
I'm locked in right now on a North British, though, and I will win it on the auction.
Okay, then. There we go. We're gonna
We'll
have
do it. We'll do an episode on it, and we'll do a live on
North
it.
British Cooper's Choice.
That's the old blue and copper bottles.
See how his brain works? I have ridiculous amounts of movie quotes and absolute nonsense stored up here.
Blue tube. Yeah.
He remembers what tubes and labels look like.
I remember that. Oh, shit, Sean. I do remember that.
That Weller 107 is hot, Derek says.
Oh, sure is. A couple drops of water makes all the
What's
difference.
the ABV on that one?
50 on it?
Oh, shit. Yeah, what's the ABV, Derek?
Let me check.
The Weller Antique 107. Yeah, so Josh says add a little bit of water to it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Chinese food. We ate pizza. That's weird. Thanks, Django. I awake.
53.5, sorry.
I swear I've seen the newer style Cooper Choice North British. 53.5.
Oh, the newer style. That's those chubby bottles in the like
What'd you call me?
like beige, gray, neutral box. I remember those now. How old is it? I like older North British.
Why am I so dark? And because you're in the sun. That's why. I was gonna say, you guys like my tan? Beige tan labels.
Yeah, I know those. I had a Lacheg, I think it was Moscatel, like that. Yep, it was quite good.
My sister is calling me. That doesn't sound like it's a good thing happening.
Sean, are you still working? What do you mean toupee? What are you saying? Toupee?
Taupe.
Oh.
We both have full heads of hair.
Full heads of hair.
I mean, my widow's peak is slightly ascending, but
Mine
that's
just
there.
does this right here.
No. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Get emo style going on. Don't tell me what to do, Dad. I'm just trying to play my heavy metal band in the garage.
You know who you
Fuck
look
off.
like? Chris Gaines.
Is that the?
That's Garth Brooks.
I was gonna say, is that the Garth Brooks?
When Garth Brooks had a
alter
mental
ego?
breakdown.
He never
Whatever.
talked about it, did he?
No, I love Chris
There we
Gaines.
go.
Though.
Oh, I look like I'm 16. Minus this fucking full grown ass beard with gray hairs in it.
I don't see gray.
Nobody can see it. You just whited out the screen.
Yep.
This is awkward.
Yep.
Very
Sean
styling now.
at home. Belated birthday dinner. Yeah, you said that. Happy belated birthday, Sean.
Was it your birthday, Sean? What
I
are you,
did.
like 26 now?
I did wish you happy birthday on your birthday. On Facebook or Instagram or text.
I can't do this. This feels weird as fuck.
You know what? It kind of suits you, though.
No, it does not.
Yeah, I like it a lot, Ty. Wow, Ty, you are emo. You should get an AFI shirt.
I have the tattoos to cut up my self-inflicted scars.
There
It's
it
going
is.
to get dark quickly.
Yep.
That's enough of that.
At least we're not talking about bowels.
Yet, now you've brought it up. I can't wait to poop out Chinese food beer. The whole Boston Pizza restaurant sang their stupid B-Day
I
song.
am into the free dessert, but I am not into the birthday singing. Montanas, get that fucking hat away from me, man. I'm not wearing your moose antlers. Not into that shit. So
You know what I learned? This is super, again, useless fucking trivia. I bet they didn't sing you the actual happy birthday song. And do you know why? That's why all these franchise restaurants have their own stupid fucking version of happy birthday.
Yeah, I do know why.
It's because in a film once, they used the happy birthday song. And the guy that wrote it, I don't even know if it's the guy that wrote it, but somebody went out and patented and copyrighted
Someone
the song.
owns the rights to
So
it.
they couldn't use happy birthday in a film. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware if how multicultural you are, what kind of friendships you maintain, but I got a few black friends, and they have their own birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday! Like it's the black version of happy birthday. And that's one of my favorite versions. But yeah, all these bullshit corporate restaurants. You know what's really fun? I used to work at a restaurant that did it, Outback Steakhouse. They make you come around and sing the song. We were there one day that was after a graduation party, and every fucking table of these young 18, 19-year-old kids were all, after they heard it one time, saying, oh, it's my birthday too. And we had to sing that fucking song 38 times.
I'd be like, show me your ID, motherfucker. It's your birthday. Bullshit. You fucking punks.
Hipster tie. Hi, Paul.
Paul, hey, cheers to you, man. You know what we recorded today, Paul? We recorded something that someone told us tasted like many dead bodies.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Not just one dead body, Paul, but many dead bodies.
I don't know who said it, but I will say that is a ridiculous tasting note.
As
that
someone
person
who has smelled dead body, I have. Can't speak for Ty,
more than I care.
but
to
I
remember.
do believe that Ty has. It does not smell like dead bodies. Yeah, plural, Paul. Exactly.
See, sarcastic arse knows Black Happy Birthday is where it's at, bro. And Ken, here you go, Josh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Uncle Kenny here. Just jumped on. Saw
Kenny.
1988 North British up at Sierra Springs. It was a Carnmore
Carnmore,
celebration
I
of
knew
the
it.
cask.
Yep.
Super
I knew
old
it.
dusty bottle.
I'm going to have to contact Sierra Springs again.
Now, what are we looking at on a price on something like that?
250 to 325.
This is why we need to be monetized so we can buy these ridiculous things.
I'm
and it
assuming,
won't
yeah,
hurt.
1988, so it's probably 30-year-old or so, right? 29, 27-year-old, whatever.
Paul says the guy gave me that free bottle, wrote that review.
Yeah. I was shocked, man. It was a silly review, but as I said on the episode, I enjoyed his review because he hated it so much that he felt like he needed to be ridiculous. Hell yeah, man.
Paul,
anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Right?
Can you tell me, Paul, is that guy a mortician? Is he known for necrophilia? Is he aware and spend multiple hours around dead bodies that he could make that note? What does he do? Just, I don't need his name or anything like that,
Yeah.
but can you tell me his profession?
Uncle Kenny.
Chinese food beer.
So
weird.
funny story, Uncle Kenny. These Carnmores, Old Perth. We were going to do killing of the Old Perth tonight as well.
It happened before.
And before Ty got here, I had killed both bottles of Old Perth. I had killed the cast strength and the regular one. And I killed the cast strength first, and the regular one I put it aside and forgot about it. And I killed it like 3 hours later. And oof, it was so good. The original. Yeah, so good.
I wish my lawn was emo so it would cut itself. Hell yeah. He's a meteorologist. What the fuck does a meteorologist know about dead bodies? Is he hanging out at lightning strikes waiting for people to get hit?
Paul,
then
I thought
know
you.
what a burnt body. He says, like me. Then you know what a burnt body smells like.
A burnt
which
body.
I know all too well. My father was struck by lightning and electrocuted. Has a super cool Harry Potter scar.
Very rare.
It's pretty neat. But I have been around bodies that have been burnt, and that is a smell I'll never get out of.
Yeah.
Never noticed that in a whiskey before.
Burnt flesh is bad.
Yeah, burnt hair, burnt toenails. Ugh.
I worked as a safety investigator, advisor for years, and you get to see some pretty weird injuries and stuff, eh? But, yeah, I did not smell anything of the such. Now, it was pungent, and I mean pungent. It was nasty. It was intense flavors of old, wet, moldy, borderline sulfuric wood. But I love that.
You know what whiskey? I can't think of what whiskey it was, but there is a note that I've got. It's kind of like blood, but it's not like when you bite your tongue or you get bleeding gums and you get that copper iron taste going on. Yeah. If you're ever around pools of blood or when they've drained a body before they embalm it, that pool of blood has such a distinctive smell and taste in the air that I've got that on a whiskey before. And I can't remember which one, and I wish I fucking knew right now. Bring that dank shit on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that dank shit too, Sean. Sean, I was into that dank shit well before I ever met you. And then I came to find out Sean is also into that dank shit. It was a natural connection. Yep.
He felt an affinity for me, so he gave that to me. He ducking hates that bottle. Barry Bros rep had to get involved at Sierra.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
I was talking to a couple folks who were involved in that investigation. And it was shocking. They thought that the bottles had turned and the seal was potentially bad. There was just a recall from Costco
Yeah, for that.
where glue was bad, so they recalled it. And Berry Bros were thinking something bad was happening. I tasted it. I tasted a sample from a bottle, and then I cracked my own fresh bottle, and both were equally delicious to me. I have a heel of the bottle left. That's how much I loved it.
So these people that complain about like that Berry Bros and have to launch investigations and shit like that, they're the reason that we get fucking added colors to Dalmore. Is that the same type of thing going on? Because enough people. Is that what I remember about
here's
Dalmore?
The thing.
People
here's
sent it back.
The one person who contacted me is someone whose opinion I highly respect, whose palate I trust, who insisted that I go in on a case purchase with them, and I did, and I named that whiskey of the year. I trust this person's opinion. They hated it.
Which one was that? Which whiskey?
Bunnahabhain, 27.
Oh, the Marriage of Casks?
Yes.
Shit's great. I still have a little bit left.
I have one full bottle.
You motherfucker.
I sold Courtney my backup bottle to her for your birthday. At cost.
Score.
By the way. Yeah. So I was like, shit, son, I'm so sorry that you had a bad experience. I was like, man, I must have a different bottle. And the sample that I tasted must have been different because what I had was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Was it dank? Yes. Was it dirty notes? Absolutely. Was it unrefined? You betcha. Was it pleasant? No. Was it inviting? No. I'm not into that shit. I'm into killing a Glenmorangie cake for a fucking laugh. Right? Because this is very sweet and lovely. I like the dank and nasty more than the sweet and lovely.
Actually, fun story. There's a fabulous comedian named Kathleen McGee, and she did a show up here, and I went to meet up with her beforehand, and we were drinking whiskey, and I brought that 27-year-old Marriage of Casks. And she posted about it. She's like, apparently this is supposed to be good. She's not a huge whiskey drinker either way. I don't really think she cared for it, but that is more for a whiskey nerd. That is not for laymen, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. The guy picked 4 Bunnahabhain casks that he thought would blend immaculately together, and they did, and it was amazing. And it was so amazing that it was a bourbon cask, I think, and I named a bourbon cask whiskey of the year.
I'll be shocked when you do it with a rum cask.
I don't think I'll ever do it with a rum cask.
Probably not. Probably not. It's probably just not in the cards.
Nope.
Someone didn't like a Boona 27. Crazy. Ben, this Boona is unlike any other Boona, says Sean Kincaid. And I will concur. I concur, doctor.
I
concur. You concur?
I concur.
It's quite lovely. And luckily, my bottle still has some left. And again,
Sean, we drank it at Danny's, Sean, when we stayed there.
Did you?
Yeah, Danny poured it for us.
Oh, Danny. I haven't heard from him in forever.
Danny just did a righteous giveaway, a bunch of Springbank stuff.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, like always, we've said this many a times. You show up here at the headquarters, you show up at my place, whatever is open, I'm always willing to offer. Josh is willing to crack open new bottles for people if they're interested in
Of
it.
what?
Well, anything.
Anything.
That's fucking nuts.
I will open any bottle. It's just waiting for the right person. There's some bottles here, just weird bottles. I don't usually go out of my way to pay secondary prices. So when I stash something away, it's something I got at a great deal and I would like to try later with friends. So if someone stops by, it's like, what the fuck is that? Let's try what the fuck that is. For this one, for example, me and Keisha's dad, who I was just talking to Keisha earlier, I brought this over for a barbecue. I knew he liked a little sweeter whiskey, so this is a PX Tully. We cracked it, and we drank it down to there. So, I mean, you can crack anything at any time, anywhere. All you got to do is rip the seal off and open the cork, right?
It's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
I only have, I got a little bunker of certain bottles that aren't open, that I don't plan on opening for a long time.
But you still have such a revolving collection.
I do.
You don't need to go to those.
Well, I told Courtney if I die, these are the ones that you can sell to help pay for the funeral.
Terry has very specific instructions. It's in my will who she needs to contact to get rid of the bottles to pay for my burial.
Courtney just said, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just giving them to Josh. So,
I can deal with all that. I'll deal with that and give her the money. No
however,
problem.
the point I'm making
No
is
problem.
there is 2 bottles in there that I never want opened. We're going to do an episode on one because it's very special, near and dear to me. I don't think it's going to be anything special whiskey-wise, but it is discontinued. The distillery doesn't exist anymore, and it's Canadian.
Do you mind sharing what it is, or are you going to save it?
Yeah, I'll talk. It's called Meagers. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Ty thinks it's not going to be anything special, and I think it's going to be something.
Well, I mean, it might be great, but
it's yesteryear's Canadian whiskey. It's the Canadian whiskey that set the bar for Canadian whiskey before Gibson's and R&R and all that other bullshit.
Well, this is from the early 80s, and it sat in a closet for 30 years as a backup.
We call that closet conditioned.
People
People say it doesn't age in the bottle, but it changes in the bottle. Trust me.
I don't know if any of you guys know any alcoholics. We're not really alcoholics, but if you know any real alcoholics, depending on what kind of alcoholic they are, maybe they haven't had a drink in 30 years, but they still have a bottle waiting for that one day where they just say, you know what, fuck it.
Where'd it snap, man?
You never know, right?
Snap.
They're going to check out. They're going to do it a fun way. You can't take those chips with you, as Doug would say. So this was a bottle that sat there as a, break glass in case of emergency type situation. And I'm very interested in it.
Matthew said the Carn Moore that I gave him when he was here for his birthday was good. I think that was was that Glen Roth's? Or was it a Glengarry? Glengarich, it looks like. Either way, whatever we had, it was a bourbon cask Carn Moore that I bought by accident for the Master Chef. And he's like, oh, that's not the one I asked you for. But I was drunk when I bought it, like stumbling in after a fire.
So it probably was the one you asked for.
So it's the one I secretly wanted for myself, right? So I was like, oh, shit, I'll keep this one and I'll drink it. And I'll buy you the other one. But I was like, hey, Matt, here you go, man. Like, here, thank you for being a Scotch sniper for me. Like, fucking crack her open when you feel fit. And he cracked her open immediately and poured it for us, right? And I was like, yeah. And it was really good. Glengarry. It was a bourbon cask Glengarry from Carn Moore, 46% bourbon cask. I think it was 4, 5, or 6 years old or something like that, or 7 years old. Yeah, fucking good.
Sean says Dr. O'Malley rears up again. Does Dr. O'Malley anything to do with that?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what are we talking about? Who's Dr. O'Malley?
Are you talking about George O'Malley, Sean, who was struck by a bus?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Sean?
Hiding that. We're skipping.
That
I'm
must
sick
be,
of talking about that.
Must be what you're talking about, Sean.
Anyway, yeah. Does anybody know about Meagers? Because I drastically searched for some information, and damn near hard to find. What are you looking for? I'll scroll for you.
Where did... here we go. True that, man.
Why, what to drink, and when you can... Why, what to drink?
That was definitely a typo.
Why wait to drink it?
Yes.
Okay. When you can share it.
That's why I like to open anything. Man, sometimes when your homies leave your house, they leave your house for the last time. You know what I'm saying? So if it's the last time you see someone, man, wouldn't you want to pour something righteous? And be like, shit, maybe when we meet in Valhalla, he'll be pouring me a 25-year-old version or something, you know? Who knows?
I got my ticket.
Yeah, you fucking right.
Admit one, baby.
You fucking right,
For
man.
one ride on the Valkyrie.
Yep. True that, man. Famous Grouse.
That was the famous Grouse. She gone. I didn't mind it. It just, I don't know. Didn't.
What about this? Oh, yeah, but this is just a lovely.
Is,
this is a 45-pound bottle.
I left
whiskey.
you some.
It's 45 pounds. Like, that's cheap, man, right? For Grouse that you can't get around here, it's discontinued. Now this.
What did you move on to? What are you drinking
Nothing
now?
yet. I'm going to this Prestige now.
Okay.
I'm going to kill this Prestige. Probably the best famous Grouse that you can buy right now on auction for an affordable price.
Don't be old George laying there on your deathbed contemplating all those sealed bottlies.
Yep.
Botlias. Botlia? Botlia. Yeah, we're all fucking heavy on the typos today.
Famous Grouse Prestige. One of the best famous Grouse. It's not even on the market. It's a Taiwan exclusive.
Yeah. So, again, we talked about it. Taiwan is a country to some people, and it's not to others. Please don't send Chinese death squads to take us out for saying so.
That's good shit.
We're not going to get into human rights violations today. However,
don't be old Georgie laying there on your deathbed. Yep.
Yeah. Never knew when your time is up. Enjoy
every day. Cheers to that. Cheers, dog.
Cheers, homie.
I toast a lot of ghosts quite often and see if they
that one I really like.
Converse with me. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'm drunk. Sometimes I'm not.
Sometimes?
This is probably one of my favorite famous Grouse. This along with the 15-year-old in the beige bottle. There's a couple on auction right now. I hope to win both of them, actually, so I can have a couple backups. I have one left and half of one. So, not the Prestige. That's long gone, unfortunately.
I don't even think that's on auction anymore.
I haven't seen it in months.
That's a cork worth keeping, though. Holy fuck. Look at this. Look at this thing.
Yeah, I keep all my corks anyway. This is a beautiful cork to keep. And if you do your cork fucking thing that you were planning, whatever it was, I don't even know. This is a great cork to use, man.
I forget what I was going to do with the corks. What the fuck was I going to do with corks?
I don't know. Just no shortage of corks.
That's true. I have been keeping all my corks.
I keep every cork. I do not keep bottles. As soon as I open a bottle, the box goes in recycling immediately. I don't keep any boxes. I don't keep any corks or any bottles, sorry, but I keep all the corks. So again, look at this, folks. Like, this is a beautiful cork. Like, look at that.
It's heavy.
Yeah, that's just a lovely, lovely presentation on the cork. I don't know if you can see much here. It's hard to see. It says the famous Grouse brand, and it's got a lovely picture of a grouse in the middle. The same grouse. Nope, it's not the same grouse on the label. Different grouse.
Okay. I'm going to just switch gears for a second because it's coming to that time.
Lay it on me.
These cigars.
Yep.
The Oliva.
Yes.
I'll put that picture back up so you can see what we're talking about again. I've had a rough time with this one today.
I have not, but you've been talking a lot as well.
That's true. So this is the Oliva Serie G. Now, the Serie V Milanio, one of my all-time favorite cigars.
This is mine. I really have enjoyed this brand.
Yeah.
I bought a taster pack of 10 different cigars from this brand, and I've enjoyed every one so far, and I only have 2 left. I have 4 left. Tonight we smoked these ones. Lovely. What the fuck was that?
Beep, bop, bitty, boop, bop. I don't know. Was it you? Was it me?
I don't know.
We're plugged in. Battery shouldn't be dying. Everything should be good. Who knows? It is you.
Nope.
No?
It's your computer.
Oh, it could be. No, that's working fine. I don't know what the fuck. Turn this off, maybe. There, we'll get rid of that. I know what it was.
What was it?
I'm an admin for a Facebook page now.
Oh.
One that we're very
The
fond
Not Gentleman
of.
thing.
That's correct. So there's some
I
shit
think
happening.
Chris knew damn well better to ask me to be a mod.
He didn't ask me. I volunteered because I was working nights and I was bored one night.
I don't...
Just watching a bunch of fucking idiots do stupid shit. No admins were around.
I can't do that.
I don't mind helping out.
I can't even pretend to be able to know what to do there. Yeah.
I don't mind.
That's cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
It
That's
pops
all that
up
was.
too when you comment. Pops up that you're a moderator.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
I used to be a moderator for our local comedy page. I've been subsequently kicked off of that, but we won't get into that today.
Yeah, I've been kicked off a couple Scotch pages.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll announce it now. There's not a lot of people here that live in Fort McMurray, but those of you that are will be returning to the stage on Wednesday. This Wednesday.
You will be.
I will be.
You'll be on stage.
At the Podolin Pub, they're doing an open mic comedy and then open mic music. I will be coming straight from work.
You're going to
dirty as all hell in my dirty work clothes. I should be there around 8:30, and I'll be closing out the show probably doing 10, maybe 15 minutes.
You're going to text me, right?
I'm letting you know now.
Ty, that's no good. We've been drinking all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, you need to text Terry. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I know Lars. He had a couple of open mics that I've done before. Room 104 was another one. He's doing a whole backyard comedy tour. He's been doing very well with it throughout COVID. Yeah, I know Lars. But yeah, so that's going down Wednesday at the Podolin Pub. The show starts at 8. I'll be there around 8:30.
Matthew Graham lives right next door. Matthew, text me. I would love to go out and have a drink and some wings or something.
Well, you've seen me. This whole year, I haven't been writing any new material. I've been more focused on dealing with the YouTube stuff. But
you got heavy hauler material.
Yeah, I don't think this is the day for that. I'm gonna wait till everything is healed before I start talking about that on stage. But
oh man, it's even better now that you're showing scars.
Maybe.
Brown eye over there, my beamy brown eye. Yeah, Matt, do that, but don't text me the day of. You need to let me know before. Matt knows how to roll. Matt knows.
So yeah, you're in Fort Mac. Do that. Comedy's been opened up quite a bit, so we're coming down to Edmonton end of August. If it lines up, maybe I'll catch a room. I don't know. We'll see what's happening then.
Okay.
We'll just pop into the bar for half hour. I'll just do
Nothing wrong
a
with that.
quick 5 minutes, and then we'll fuck
I'll
off.
have to drink 2 Johnny Walker Blacks.
For you in 5 minutes. Just make it a double in one glass. You'll be fine.
That's right.
So yeah, that's what's going down. Lars is a buddy of ours. 2 years in a row, he did a backyard show. His backyard shows are doing really well. Since comedy clubs were closed down and bars were closed down, a bunch of people, including one of my absolute favorites, who will be here soon, Lisa Baker Comedy,
Yep.
the Newfie Princess, super Noof. She's been doing them too. And they get together. You get a bunch of people in your neighborhood. You say, hey, we want to pool our money together. Throw in $50, right? Bring some friends over. You set up some camping chairs in the backyard, put them up on the deck, get a little speaker. You could do it with...
Tell some jokes, man.
It's easy as fuck. And then you have professional comedians giving you a very intimate show. And some of these comedians are people that do theaters. They'll have 5,000 people in attendance, and you get them in your backyard for 15 people.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So
If
you're ever looking for a good comedian, and I don't mean me, let me know when you're looking for something in your area, and I will gladly recommend somebody for you.
Totally.
And Lisa Baker, yes, she is awesome. I'm really hoping that she joins us for an episode when we do that Signal Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then a big surprise for me, they didn't want to tell me, but it kind of out of conversation. Another one of my favorite comedians, Carol Cunningham out of Winnipeg. She's going to be up here. She's coming as a special guest, unannounced.
I'm not familiar
That
with
I
her.
just kind of blew the cover, but that's fine. There's not enough people here to know. So she's coming up, and I'm very excited. Driving home now, should be back in 10 minutes. That's cool. Wednesday, 8:30, Podolin Pub. I will be in my dirty, dusty, filthy work clothes, and I will step on stage like a hobo, and then I will open my hat and say, if anybody wants to donate money. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. And then afterwards, Dan Tulk hosts an open mic jam session music thing, too. So be a good night there.
I can see that.
You boys get your Glen Kincaid Signal Hill yet? I have not. I don't even know what that is.
No, Sean. I got 2 packs of samples in there for you, though.
Okay.
Don't forget them when you leave. Also, 16 empties.
Okay.
Ty,
Okay.
it's very important. She will
You can help
recycle
me
them.
make a couple of trips to the car.
Easy fucking peasy.
Japanesey lemon squeezy. So yeah. That's what's up. Anyway, that's more for the local people. Again, as comedy's opening up, when I do come back down to towns like Edmonton and Calgary and stuff, I'll be sure to post it and let you guys know if I'll be on stage, because I think I would like to start getting back into it. You dicks also have blind challenge that needs fulfilling.
Yep,
no?
those numbered ones. You and I are going to taste through a bunch of random blind samples from Sean.
You know that meme with that puppet monkey that just kind of like looks to the side?
Yes. Yep.
That's what I am right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have those in there.
Okay. When are we supposed to do that?
Whenever.
Oh, it's just for us to do? It's
Me
not,
and
we're
you.
not, it's not
I
an
would like to
organized
do it with
event?
Sean.
Okay. So maybe when Sean is off work and we do another live, we can
Yep.
all...
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll have one of our producers set it up to make it perfectly blind. It'll be
Yep.
great.
They're already... No, it's nothing. Sample number 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea. Sean only knows. So it's a true blind. We have no idea.
He says Tuesday night. Let's go. No,
No good.
Tuesday night is that's my bar night. That's the one bar or one night
We'll
I
be
go to the
doing
bar.
chicken wings.
Half price chicken wings and specialty single keg. Once it's gone, it's gone. However, when this beer does get made, I'll be buying multiple cases, and I'll do a giveaway then too. I'm creeping up to 1,000 subs on Instagram, so you know
Time
that's
for a
cool.
giveaway. I am done with my stogie.
I am not. However, that was the point I was making. It was the Oliva Series V Milanio. It's one of my absolute favorite cigars. This was good. I think the construction was a little off because the ash kept falling. Never made it
kept
past
falling
half
too.
an inch.
Yeah, my ash kept falling.
So that's usually a sign of a poor construction or a not great filler. However, this one got way more flavorful at the back end. So that's cool. It goes great with Chinese food beer. Yeah. All right. Well, this is the portion of the show where we open it up to the same thing we've been doing for the last 2 hours, 15 minutes. Who's got random questions about anything?
Questions?
Want financial advice? Don't ask us. Want
Comments?
relationship advice? Maybe.
Concerns.
Want to talk about booze? We can do that. Want to talk about beer, cigars, pizza, scotch?
Partridge berry pie.
I don't know what the fuck that is. What is a partridge berry? I think I hurt his feelings.
It's very similar to a low bush cranberry.
The fuck is a low bush cranberry?
Very similar to a partridge berry.
Okay, but
Very similar to a Saskatoon berry.
those I've heard of.
Yep.
But they call it something else as well.
A very tart berry.
Juneberry or whatever.
I don't know. Very tart. My favorite pie, favorite tart, favorite any dessert is partridge berry.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is that similar to a grouse, you may say? Partridge? No.
Got any tunes that pair with whiskey? Yes. Amos Moses by Jerry Reed.
Turtles all the way down.
He could eat his own weight in groceries. They called him Amos Moses. Yeah. I wish we could play songs on here. It gets us shut down, unfortunately.
Immediately.
Yeah. But
Immediately.
there's a tune, Sean, you should check out. It is an old track. Alligator Bait in Louisiana Bayou. It's good, though. I definitely have enjoyed many a drams of that tune now.
Turtles all the way down, Sean.
Yeah, Turtles All the Way Down. There is another version of it. Sturgill Simpson, one of my favorite artists, released a double album called Cut and Grass, where he took all of his songs and previous, well, not all of them, but many songs from previous albums and recut them in bluegrass style. And Turtles All the Way Down is up there. I've seen Jesus in it's great.
It's ridiculous.
I've seen Jesus play with flames in a lake of fire that I was standing in. Yeah. That's a drinking tune.
Hashtag hidden style. Matthew Graham says made himself some goat for dinner. That's why he's doing the red wine 2 different ways on goats. Now he's on that beer barrel
Is it Jamaican?
whiskey. He's on the beer barrel. The
Lafroig?
No, the weird one. That was like wheat, barley, we don't know, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, the one you picked. Okay. Yeah.
He picked it up as well.
But Century. Is that what it was?
Can't remember.
Century Reserve or whatever the fuck?
Drunk and
Some
picked it
Canadian shit. Best fast food burger.
Five Guys, nice choice. Can't argue with that.
We're talking about burgers.
Five Guys Burgers and Fries is amazing.
Oh, sorry. I thought, okay. Lately, I don't know why, things go in trends, and every fast food restaurant now seems to have a hot Nashville chicken sandwich.
Ooh, I am into that.
I had one the other day from A&W. It's pretty good. Big, thick pickles you wouldn't care for.
Don't care for pickles.
There's a cheaper and I think better, but definitely sloppier version at Burger King. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing.
Order that right now.
No, fuck no. We still have pizza, bro.
Wait, pizza.
Oh my God, he just pulled up Skip the Dishes.
Yeah,
He was
pizza.
about to order more food.
I was about to order Nashville chicken.
I used to really like Harvey's. I do like Wendy's. I've never had In-N-Out.
I hate Wendy's.
You don't like square burgers?
Hate Wendy's.
All right.
Tastes like burger mush.
What else for burgers? Fast food burgers,
Man,
specifically.
fat burger is decent.
I don't mind fat burger. Yeah,
Really?
I think a little overpriced, but I don't mind them.
Curly fries, I mean. How long have we been live? We got 10 minutes, eh? Like, fuck.
Oh, yeah, we can do another 10 minutes. We'll make it a 2.5-hour show.
2.5-hour show.
Burger King's better than A&W. They're cheaper.
I feel
Give me
like
that.
I feel like ordering Nashville chicken.
You definitely should not. There is still pizza and nachos.
That's for tomorrow.
Oh, my God. You are a fucking savage.
I really want it pie.
Carl's Jr. in the States is top run. Carl's Jr. in Canada can catch D's nuts. I'll finish that sentence for you.
Shit.
I have never eaten at a Carl's Jr.
Who said that?
Sean Kincaid. Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. Now, when it comes to chicken,
Popeye chicken.
I do love Popeyes. And I like Mary Brown's better than KFC.
Yes.
However, on a trip to Edmonton, we stopped at a Church's Texas Chicken.
Oh,
And I thoroughly enjoyed their
that
chicken
was better
sandwich.
than either one.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. What else? Who else has got a random question about stupidity?
Yeah,
And it
random nonsense.
It was the Century Reserve.
Yep.
You learned to cook goat in Argentina. Someone was drinking wine that I believe was from Argentina. Cardinals Jr. is nothing special for sure. Church's better than KFC.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I think everything's better than KFC at this point. KFC's good when they first open. And then for some reason, after a year or two, they just decide to stop changing the oil and everything just tastes like fucking grease. Josh, we decided last night we were driving to the Rock family trip.
Sean, tell me where you're going, and I'll have some folks meet you. Go to Central, stay at my cabin, man. There's no shower, but there's an artesian well, so you can do the like classic outdoor shower, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an artesian well with running water. There's just no actual shower. It's right on the Atlantic Ocean, dude. Like, go stay there, man. It's fucking phenomenal, dude. I'm dead serious. If you're going there, man, boom.
Any Canadian online cigar vendors that you recommend?
No.
No, not for online. And here's the problem. Within Canada, as I'm sure any of you are aware, cigars are ridiculously overpriced. And it's not their fault. It's the Canadian government's fault. Now, you can order from a couple of places in the States, and you can take a chance, gamble, throw that dice on not getting caught with customs. However, even if you do, you're still making out like a bandit. It's still going to be better. However, that being said, for a brick and mortar store, there was a place in Ontario, and I recommend that it's worth the drive if you live or are visiting within a few hours of it. It's called Casa del Humidor. It is Canada's largest walk-in humidor. It's on the Rama Reserve, and there are no taxes, which I am a huge fan of. I fucking hate taxes. Taxation is theft. I don't care if you call me a conspiracy theorist or a right-wing nut.
Dude.
It's just straight-up facts.
They tax our check. They tax every single thing we purchase. They tax our gas. They tax our mortgage. They tax our fucking home insurance, everything.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is I hate taxes. So I would go there. But for ordering online, who was asking anyway? Who was it? Carrie McGowan. Carrie, there is a workaround that we cannot talk about on this that I will gladly provide you all the details.
We'll talk.
Message me on Instagram at Ty Brandt Comedy. You can send me the message now, and I promise to check it in 15 minutes when we get off of here. I'll tell you all about it. Cigar Chief, but that's about it for Canadian Online, and the prices aren't great. Brad knows the thing I'm talking about that we're not talking about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it later. So, yeah, at Ty Brandt Comedy, I'll fill you in on all the details and point you in the right direction. Carrie, if I remember, I think he's in Saskatchewan or BC, but he's not Alberta. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Excuse me. Either way, that's doable.
Either way, it's doable.
Excuse
Either
me.
way. So, there you go. So there's the
Rib
answer to that
steak
question.
or porterhouse? I love both. Rib steak, tender, delicious. Porterhouse, you have a weapon just in case. I'm sure we've all seen Law-Abiding Citizen.
Oh, where he stabs him with it was a T-bone, wasn't it?
Porterhouse.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, and he stabs him with the... Yeah, man. So,
I'm just starting 2 weeks off. What are a couple of top, easy smoking, reasonable priced? I assume he means cigars. That's also going to be really a personal taste. I myself like Maduros. Josh pulled out these two cigars. Now, these two Oliva Series G are from the same brand, same label, and this one was many shades darker.
dark as hell.
Yeah. I am a Maduro, oily kind of cigar guy.
I like a little bit lighter.
You like the Connecticut's, the shades.
Yeah. Undercrown. Can't go wrong with an undercrown. Sean says my father. Absolutely. My father, take your pick, right?
The Judge, I believe, is still one of your favorites, yeah?
The Judge is probably my favorite cigar right now. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. My father, the Judge, is just amazing.
Ken, where does Ken live?
Which Ken?
Ken Watt.
Is that Uncle Kenny?
Yeah.
In Edmonton.
Okay, so
We
to
can
make it
point you
super
in the
easy for you.
direction.
Same
here.
thing. You send us a
So-
message. We'll get you hooked
Yeah.
up. But Edmonton has many brick and
Burlington,
mortar
right.
stores.
Head to Burlington.
Oh, he's in
White.
Calgary.
Calgary, I see.
But yeah, Burlington on White is my favorite brick and mortar store.
the go-to.
But there are options. There are options. Calgary. Nope. Calgary.
Yeah. Where are you, Ken?
For budget from a store, Junction does the trick. $6 Junctions. There's a reason we keep them around, and they're for people that like the idea of cigars.
Yeah, man. You give someone a Junction, they're happy to smoke a half of it, right? I don't smoke Junction so much now, but if I have someone who's buying, it's like, hey, let's smoke this together. Yeah, I'll bust out a Junction and smoke it. $6.
Here's the thing. My generosity.
Project 805. Very good.
There you go. My generosity flows with my income for the month. So I learned a lesson the hard way. It took me a couple times to learn this lesson, but I love cigars and I love sharing cigars. Cigars are for sharing, just like whiskey. So when I have friends come over or I go to a party or a pamper party, which is essentially like a men's baby shower, I usually bring like 6 or 7 different bottles of whiskey and I'll bring a humidor full of cigars on offer to people that want them, right? What I came to learn is my generosity can be taken advantage of, unfortunately. Someone who just likes the idea of cigars, that does not smoke often, doesn't know anything about them, when I'll offer them cigars, go, oh yeah, love cigars. My uncle always brings me back Cohibas that he bought on the beach in Cuba, and they're great. And I go, okay.
You get a Junction.
Yeah, you get a Junction. Because I have done it before where I've given a $40 stick that I had just purchased a box of,
Totally
given it
fine.
to someone,
Totally
and
fine.
they've taken a 1, a 2, and they, oh, that's gross. And I've watched them stub out a full cigar that only had 2 puffs on it. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I can't get mad at them. I gave it to them. It's theirs to do with as they choose.
Yep.
However, I just watched $40 go in the garbage for nothing. And then I can't be like, yo, fuckface. Can't get mad at them, right? But that's my mistake for maybe not explaining. Then I sound like a pretentious ass. You know, I'm like, that's a $40 cigar. I better enjoy it. It's not the price. It's the idea that it's been sitting, aged, and stored properly in my
It's
humidor.
been cared for, right?
Lovingly. So I don't want to give those away. So that's what Junctions are for.
Yeah.
You give those $6 sticks to people that like the idea of cigars. I always get a couple when I go to Cuba. Okay, well, you probably never had a real Cuban. So here's a Junction. That's what those are for. So when you say reasonably priced, that's going to vary.
Yeah, reasonably priced are few and far between. $20 a stick is reasonably priced. You know what I mean? $10 a stick is a budget stick in Alberta. And I mean budget, man.
Junction usually close out a night after a tasting where I won't remember what it tasted like. Then it's just for the simple mouth, hand ritual obsession.
Mhm.
That's why people have a hard time quitting smoking because they're just used to that oral fixation.
Mhm.
That's what that's for. That's why I don't really want to enjoy high-end whiskeys after I've had 7 or 8 other whiskeys because I'm not going to appreciate it for what it is, and it seems like a waste.
Mhm.
There you go. Rant over.
Rant over. Pretty much closing up the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably got 5 more minutes.
I finished my whiskey.
You're a champ.
I finished my cigar. I'm done.
So, the 16 people that are still here, who else got some questions? Anything else we want to talk about? I can learn so much from you guys about cigars.
I'll bring a couple bottle whiskeys usually somewhere.
Damn, does everyone bring 6 bottles? Yeah.
I'll bring 2 or 3 everywhere.
I get one of those grocery store boxes, the square ones, and they can fit usually 6 bottles and my travel humidor and a couple of glasses, just in case. So yeah, I mean, I take it with me on offer. And then sometimes, like, it depends on who the crowd is. There'll be a few bottles that I never even show people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, wrong crowd for that, but you can have this.
No one's going to want this to check, man. That's for sure.
We went to a cigar party, and you brought a Blackadder.
Pete Reek.
The
old school Pete Reek.
And you and I are the only ones that drank it. It was on offer to anybody that wanted it. First time we met Brad, actually.
Yeah, me and you drank about half of it.
And nobody else wanted it. Because, well, one, they didn't know what the fuck it was.
And then it says Reek on the bottle.
Yeah, and that turns people off.
Pete Reek. If I seen that, I'd be like, give me that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, do we always bring 6 bottles? No. Do I always bring usually minimum of 2?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I have a box in my car that's got a couple of bottles. Probably a terrible place to store them, but
True.
They're already open and they've already been half drank, and it's just they sit in the trunk and they wait for I'm going there. All right, I got those.
Yep.
We went to a lovely tasting. It was a private thing, 4 of us there, and I brought AC Neat and Swear Jar. They were bringing out some of the most fantastic Compass boxes, and we're trying all kinds of incredible high-end whiskeys. And I'm like, here's the garbage.
1970s. What was it, Canvas or something? Or Invergordon or something?
Yeah, it was a 40-year-old Invergordon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, here's some AC Neat and Swear Jar. That's more of a joke, because what do you bring? What do you give to someone that can give
why
whatever
not,
they
though,
want,
right? We can bring maybe the best thing you've ever tasted. But don't you remember the worst thing you've ever tasted?
Yeah.
And if you can bring someone the worst thing they've ever tasted, that's pretty special. You know, that's fun too, right?
Did you guys smoke the Pappy's Finished Drew Estate cigars yet? No. They are in Josh's humidor unless you've smoked them.
I have 3. I gave one to Rocky, and he gave me an aging room that was deemed Whiskey of the Year, so we traded.
Fair enough.
Or deemed Cigar of the Year, sorry. But yeah, I have 3 left.
So we will do those one day. I feel like that would be, we'd have to get a bottle of Pappy for that. The problem is, neither one of us are willing to pay secondary market for a Pappy.
No. Not a chance.
I don't even really know if I'm willing to pay fucking store shelf prices for a Pappy.
I'd pay $70 for a Pappy.
70, which you'll never find. 700 maybe.
Yeah. If you can get a 23 for $269, yeah, I would.
Sean's out. Cheers, Sean. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I'm out very shortly as well.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Cheers, Sean. I'm yawning.
Fuck Pappy. See?
I'm yawning. I've been drinking since 2.
Earlier than that.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
What time is it even?
9:30.
Oh, God.
Fucking graybeard old ball's got to go to bed soon.
Yep.
Did you see Weller did a cigar line? I did with
I did not see
Cohiba.
that.
Yes, you did. I sent them to you. I sent you a
God.
picture of it. Cohiba. Just do it. The red dot Cohiba with Weller.
Oh, that's right.
The box is going for like $300.
Yeah. No thanks.
So, I mean, I'm interested.
Not that
I am
much.
interested, but
No one take that gamble.
I don't think I'm going to buy a box of them.
No.
Yeah. Chug. I will not be doing that, but you can see many episodes, usually after the credits roll, of this guy chugging whatever whiskey we're drinking and gargling.
It's a lot of gargling.
We can chat on the Pappy one day. Ooh, Brad can help us out, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I would love to take some B-roll footage of a Pappy. And I have 3 cigars, so maybe the 3 of us could smoke.
What do you think of that, Brad? He's got a shirt now. Well, not yet, but it will be there soon.
I think that would be lovely. If you're into that, I am into that, just so you know.
Yeah, if you get a pappy at cost, you grab it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, all right then. Is that, you want to wrap it up then? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for joining us
Yeah,
once again.
folks.
It's been a while. This was a lot of fun.
That's been lovely.
Sorry for my absence.
I'll
It's
do
my fault that we
Little
haven't been
tiny
doing these.
pour to cheers everybody with.
Hope you enjoyed the show tonight. All 2.5 hours of ramble and stupidity and nothing memorable whatsoever. We did kill a few bottles. You want to show some empty bottles here?
Yeah, we started with the Glenmorangie cake.
You go. She go.
Gone. We moved to a 25-year-old Blair Findy, which is a 25-year-old Glenfarclas.
And it had some fucking lovely floaties in it. Look at you can see it on the bottom. Look at all that.
Tons.
Look at all that. I'm saving that.
We got a little bit of this left. I thought we would kill it. We didn't.
I was going to and then decided not to. That's what I'm drinking right now.
Famous Grouse 15, the rugby edition. And then we went to the Famous Grouse Prestige.
Oh, wait, no. This is Prestige. That's right.
Prestige, yeah. One of the top-notch Grouse Taiwan exclusive. I have a little bit of 15, a little bit of Prestige in this glass.
And me, I drank Chinese food beer.
Yep.
There you go. Anyway, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks again so much. We really appreciate it.
Cheers, everybody.
We'll give you a heads up next time we're on. And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us. Dog.
Tell a friend. Make them subscribe. Steal the phone out of their hand and go to the YouTube app and click subscribe for us. Help us reach that 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Adios, muchachos.
Bye, everybody.